Good evening, chat. Hello. We are working on the MiG 37 tonight. And where is my hold on? Where are my instructions for this son of a bitch? Uh Well, that's a bit awkward. I don't see them. Hold on. That's uh-oh. Hold on, chat. We might have a problem here. I mean, like I could put it together, but kind of was hoping to hold on to those things because they were kind of cool. So where would they go? If I was the instruction manual to a 30-year-old model. Oh, right here. Good. Got him. God, that was scary. That was super scary. All right. So, chat, with that said, I need to fire up the air compressor. So we will get that going here. And in the meantime, I got a song for you guys. Just for you out there. We're going to take care of that here real quick. Let you guys get you ready and get you in the mood. Because it is almost 11. And something still has not happened yet that we were promised. So hold on.
It's almost 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's almost 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's 1 minute past 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's 1 minute past 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's already 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's no longer 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's almost 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight.
All right, chat, we're back. Sorry about that. So yes, this is a 1980s. Look how this is the MiG-37 that we're dealing with. But remember, going back in time, what did people think stealth fighters were going to look like? They thought this was going to be the new U.S. stealth fighter, something like that. The F-19, the Frisbee. Nothing like that ever happened. But this is what they talked about in '87: stealth. You hear about 6th gen fighters. Well, this was 4th gen. Like, what do we do? Ooh. So there you go. Now we are on. Remember, guys, this is a very simple building of stuff. So we are going to take a look at this here, and what I'm going to do is paint the ejection seat, and I showed you the cockpit are built. But what I did not get was the control panel. So I need to do the control panel real quick. It's only this little bit here. This little thing is the control panel. So we're going to paint that up here and do that real quick. So what we're going to do is work on this here. Okay, apparently 2.0 says put casino on for a bit. All right, I'll put the casino on in the background. Are they on the Nick segment still? Because I can put them on the background. All right, hold on.
Is it his first offense? This is his first criminal
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he goes jail time.
I don't think jail time.
I think he may have already gone to
but it would be
rehab.
suspended.
I think that's
So we're gonna put these guys up in the
successful
corner.
conclusion of a bunch of hoops and probation,
There we go.
and that's what it looks like. But I don't understand Minnesota orders. Mine in Michigan would say specifically that. This one
Personally,
says
I
possible-
hope he's executed.
Alyssa's amended complaint. I'll take a
Yes.
look at it.
Well, the thing is, if he has to get sober, it may be an execution.
That's true.
He may die from the withdrawals.
That's
so
A firing squad. I mean, legal execution, by the way. Obviously.
yes,
So-
I haven't seen it, but I still think even putting 30 days on him, I still think that's a bit much.
that's a bit.
Sean,
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 Sean, the merciful, Sean, the just.
Sean.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
Sean, if it was Ricada in the opposite position in your shoes, he would call for you to get 10 years.
I
He
understand
would
that,
call
but
for you
that's
to
not
be
how this works.
tortured in a chamber for 10,000 years if he could.
Well,
But Sean is just such a good person
Yeah.
that even
Yeah.
after everything Ricada said about him, he still
yeah, I
is
didn't
like,
mean for
"No,
my
maybe
right to be
there's
that
a
shitty
chance
today,
for
guys.
redemption."
Sorry.
Yeah.
which is
So-
nice of Sean. But what I really want these people to say is sweep the leg. No mercy in this.
Yeah.
I know they want me
Joe,
to do that, but
no
that's
mercy
not how I
in this
roll.
courtroom.
I'm still an
Judge,
attorney. I need
wipe
to
the
advocate
floor with them.
professionally.
Sweep the leg.
I can laugh
I
at
like,
it, but I
I
can
like
also
how
express how I
it's so different between the law
That's just
tube
how I
and the
do. That's how I
casino.
do.
They're like,
Yes.
oh, come
I'll
on.
fuck
It's
you,
like,
Casey.
it gets to us. It's got to be 10 years. Fuck him
It
up.
may as well be because the probation he's not going to be able to complete.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's cooked.
All right.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
What's the other
Yeah,
thing
I don't think it was necessary at all.
I do.
Get better soon, Nick.
5 years probation is a lot
The
of
thing is-
probation, man.
What it is, his attitude needs
I know,
to
I
change.
need
It's his attitude. He still has learned nothing. He still
Exactly.
refuses to humble himself. And so the court will then humble you if you won't do it yourself.
Bro, it's like, okay, look, if he was repentant, if he was sorry, he was like, listen, guys, I fucked up. I was on drugs. It was okay, fine, but he's been cocky every step of the way. If it's what, a 1-year probation and no jail time, in a year he's doing the same thing. In a few years, he put his children at risk with coke around them. He literally had one kid who was positive on coke. And he's cocky about it. And he's laughing at all of your
And
faces.
he tells everybody else how they were wrong.
You know what I mean? Like, why? Fuck him. Again, if he was sorry, it'd be a different, like,
By the way,
vibe.
We're approaching midnight. We're 7 minutes till midnight.
Still
and
no
Ricada
stream.
Still has not scheduled the stream that he promised.
Oh,
It looks like Baldo might not be streaming tonight, guys.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Well,
I got some really good brushes. I got some
But
really
we
good
need that Minnesota drop.
brushes.
Though. Minnesota, if you're watching or if you hear,
I meant
or
public
someone tweets
records.
them-
Do your thing.
He's gonna withhold it until Ricada finally does go live, and then he's gonna drop
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's gonna be tough
No.
for Ricada, bro.
Actually, wait, we
He
need
said
to.
2 or 3.
He's
He got
watching?
5. I was like,
Well, and if the probation is just literally stay clean, stay healthy, it's not necessarily the
no
the
alcohol.
worst thing out there.
Right? There's no-
Okay, but here's the thing.
It is for him.
For him,
For
it's
Joe,
a
yes, thanks,
nightmare.
Joe.
It is, bro. He can't take it. He can't take it, bro. Imagine having to wake up as Ricada and live his life sober.
Oh,
Bro, after he's lost everything, he's totally ruined.
Yeah, I
It's
think Nick is
over.
worried about M
And
public
every
records
day
right now.
he
He's
has to
scared.
wake up with that wife that he hates, that's ugly, that he doesn't want to have sex with,
Mhm.
according to
Jesus,
him.
PPP.
You know, he has to see those kids that he resents, that restrain his lifestyle, and he has to do all of
Fuck.
it without a single drop of whiskey. Not
basically,
one puff.
I know I've said it a few times this week. This is his Black Mirror episode. You know,
Basically, yes.
it's like the what was it called?
It's
Was it Black
Mirror
Christmas?
ski.
Was it
Yeah,
Black
White
Christmas?
Christmas.
Oh, White
White
Christmas.
Christmas.
It
Yeah.
was like stuck in the fucking.
I wish
all
it
right,
should
chat.
be
Hold on.
Christmas every day. No snow for Ricada to snort today. Okay.
That long of the government being on you like that. That's like probation, even when you're non-reporting, is still not. Like, you got to get permission to leave the state. If you run
Sean,
into the police,
listen.
you
But
got
that's what he needs. though.
Sean spent all of his money on ham sandwiches, and now there's no
God
fucking
damn it! I
way
was
the
trying. Like
audio.
the goddamn
Good
internet
job,
was going
Sean.
bad. God damn
yeah.
it,
Maybe you should have
PPP.
cut back on the ham sandwiches, buddy.
tell people, like, it's still a hassle. And it's,
I had
audio is
Sean.
constant.
I'm absolutely pissed off because I had good internet
Sean will
connection.
make his neck
I don't know why my video sucked.
Why are you being so mean to
He's
him
neckless.
today?
There's no neck.
He's watching. Stop.
Not being, just fucking.
I
I know,
know.
He really believes that like, he's fat and he eats ham sandwiches, that it's over for Sean. But I assure you, it's not.
I actually really
Yes, we'll
like-
survive, chat.
And he's like
The
one of the
count
guests we've
of
had on
obesity-
he's one of the only people we've had on multiple times. He's awesome.
Oh,
I know you're joking around, obviously.
Who's getting
Sorry,
worse?
Just in case anyone watching is like, why is that? Are they okay? No, we are good.
Yes, it's
No,
No,
I-
Sean.
okay.
I didn't want to say anything.
sorry.
No,
Sean's audio is almost always bad. I don't know what it is,
Well,
but
I got court this afternoon, so I'm gonna
you sound like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Like Sean's
Imagine-
being felted by everyone.
I love how Sean's client is that little does Sean's client know that he's busy shit posting on the internet about Ricada. He's on a live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get some lunch at the ham sandwich shop. He's in his car, fucking streaming, dunking on Ricada. Jeez, man, I'm facing
I do
10
not like
years.
ham. Ham is
Like,
disgusting.
Go over the notes for the case, maybe at lunch or.
Holy fuck.
Well, listen, I do want to ask you guys, do you guys think this is a little bit of FAFO in terms of Nick
Yeah.
because he fought so much, he pissed off the judge, he pissed off everyone.
No shit, Nate. No
Yeah.
shit. He's still
Oh, shit.
Yes, it's
talking
very
about
true.
it. I just don't
No
like that
shit
shit,
with
bro.
Nate.
Oh shit with Nate.
Everybody there. And then eventually it's like, you
Why
know
you
what?
bacon?
F it,
Yes.
Let's give him the 30 days. Because
I'm
they
sure.
did
Yeah.
usually, now, as a prosecutor, usually you give your recommendation, defense, and the judge kind of like, all right, we'll give something in the middle or something. Usually it's in New York, it's very defendant.
you mean when they taunt judges, it might piss them off?
But it seems
Yeah, thank you, Eric Hunley. Eric's like, wait, you think so, Nate?
This is so keto.
Yeah, this is amazing.
This is great.
I love this fucking
It
storyline.
was like this judge was like, give him the 30, whatever the prosecutor wants, we want too. So I think it was a little.
But don't
bit
you
of-
guys miss him? Don't you miss your old buddy Nick?
No.
I mean,
sarcasm.
Everybody, look at Sean. Look at not Sean's face. Look at Kurt's face. Look at Kurt. Right? That's
Yeah.
the press action now,
Do I
like the
miss
water
him?
special.
Kurt.
No.
No.
let's get
I'm
back
not
to the
trying to
debates.
be healthy.
Yeah.
Nick
Yeah,
is
he
a
missed-
hilarious, talented guy.
no. The world misses Nick Ricada.
I don't know about that, Joe.
Okay, good logic.
Uh-huh.
Kick, S to spit. Shut up.
There you go.
Hey,
I like how everyone laughed. He's serious.
He's a serious
wanna know
Baldo
why?
washer, buddy.
Because this guy is like, oh my God, I'm finally friends with Nick. It took him like years to be friends with Nick. And the minute he has some promotion, it's during Nick's drug arc. And he's like, fuck.
He bought Baldo coin high and he's still holding. He's bag holding, hoping it'll come back up.
It's
but
like Doge. It's like
it's
Doge.
over, buddy. Your bags, they're worthless. You're gonna be holding them forever underwater.
Nick used to be in
Diamond
the intro.
hand.
on
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
You know,
He
a
missed-
hilarious, talented guy.
No. The world misses Nick Ricada.
There you go.
hey,
Nick
Nate
used
just
to be in the
laughed.
intro. On
Nate
this. I mean,
Pisco couldn't contain their laughter. Fucking Kurt looks like he's about to come, bro. He's so euphoric. Like, look at him. He looks like a pig that got fed a cookie. You know, like he's just so happy.
There's like Ralph there a little bit. No?
Yeah. Soft
Like
Rackus.
like a healthier Ralph.
you know, I'm.
oh, did you do the old
Nick
Stalin? Did you stall him out of the intro?
Yeah, white
No, no.
Eric Hunley deleted him off the. He used to be on the
Right.
intro. He deleted him off the intro.
We were never friends with Nick Ricada.
You know what? I want to address
You
that.
did. You Stalined him.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
let-
it's
hold
like-
on. Let
it's
me
like,
let
oh,
me
no,
address
remember
that.
Trotsky. Who?
Oh,
Who?
Sean
Nice,
Slack.
nice,
There was
nice.
no Leon.
All right, Joe was the other half of the intro. in it,
Yeah,
right?
that's why. I
They were
particularly
both
agreed.
drunk out of their mind, making a
Oh.
comment about me, and I
Oh my God.
This is such a disaster, bro. Your lawsuit community, sir.
thought that
It ain't what it
Nick's
used to be,
case
is
and
it?
everything else, maybe
Fair
it
enough.
wasn't the best representation of having a very obviously drunk Nick as part of the intro,
He loved
reminding
that-
everybody
he
every week.
loved that intro.
I just thought,
Yeah.
You just
That- that
beat
makes
every single
sense.
lawyer on the argument.
Internet friends,
No,
they're
no,
more like
yeah,
acquaintances.
He won. He won. He won. Good logic has been tabled. There's
Logic
nothing
needs
left.
to just fucking
His-
put that broom
his belt
down.
got stripped, bro. He needs to sell
Bill.
his bags. He needs to get off of the Baldo coin.
Oh, hold on,
and-
chat.
and stop
Hold
Baldo
on.
washing with his tongue. Read
Look,
the room, bud.
It's almost 11, and there's still no stream. And Baldo ain't streaming tonight. It's 1 minute past 11, and there's still no stream.
1 minute past 11, chat, still no stream.
His other investigation hanging over his head for cyber crimes, and he also continues to act like a braying jackass every day, but it's resolved.
So
Oh my God.
it's very
Still has
catchy.
some
Alyssa did a good
autographed
job.
lawsuits to deal with.
Shout out to Alyssa. Uh-oh. Do they freeze up? Uh-oh.
Bro,
Ash.
Ricada has to deal with the stress of the
Is this-
lawsuit sober.
Wait, is this a real? I got after this, I got something to show you after. I'm gonna, I'll just show you right now, Ashton. This guy Poop Demon tweeted us. I gotta show you this.
Uh-oh.
Poop demon.
Well, that sounds like a great source of information, Poop
He goes,
Demon.
well, I guess, look at this. There's the
The
ball
Baldo
is
Beastro.
permanently closed.
Permanently closed.
I don't know if you guys could see
Suffer
that.
Baldo Beastro.
We got
The
it's a
ball-
very simple control panel.
No, not the Baldo Beastro. Baldo Beastro, no!
Oh my!
I don't know if you guys could
God.
tell, but we're picking
That's
up the
really
control
fucking
panel.
Stony
So.
sends its regard, Baldo Beastro.
Ah,
Ricada may as well just apply to be a server at Stoney's at this
Stoney.
point.
that would be
Still-
great.
Fulfill his destiny.
Bill is $2.50 cans.
I want to see
Yeah, Emin Public
Fucking
Records
put
scared him off,
Ricada
I think.
on roller skates and make him a waiter at Stoney's, and he's got like a tuxedo on. The fucking roller skates he rolls.
Oh my god! With the fucking with the. Oh, I just can't. This is.
God.
Have I used my 3D printer lately? Not right
Oh
lately.
my
I've been busy
God.
with doing model stuff, but there's some things I probably want to work
Can
on
you
coming
see
up.
The ankle monitor.
I'm
above
thinking
his
about
roller
trying
skate?
the I'm thinking about trying the
Just play. You
Amigo
Yeah,
Grande
oh,
soon,
my
or like a
God.
plastic off.
Sailor
But
Moon shirt
nothing
and
right now.
Short shorts and his roller skates. He rolls.
so
Welcome to Stoney's. How can I help you?
let's see here. What is
Sailor Goon.
well the funnier thing is if
At
MM
your
Public Records
service.
has no information and they're just scaring him. That's diabolical.
Could you get me a?
God.
We don't do this. You
Oh
know,
my god! Look at Nick's face.
Is this
here.
what, like, bro? He's
Oh,
making
Eric Henley
wackier
has the
faces
whole-
than Jim Carrey on crack, man.
Oh, is this the
This is
intro?
like Jim
All right.
Carrey on crack, bro.
has the whole monopoly. I don't know who that son of a bitch thinks he is. That he's got
Hell
this whole
yeah,
monopoly
Sleazy,
on getting
congrats.
Panels of lawyers together. And we
Congrats.
should be
But
doing
yeah, I
that
wonder if
for, like,
MM Public
20s.
Records is just
Like,
bullshitting because that'd be
way
even
more.
funnier.
Like
If they
I
never
think
have
it's
anything
way
from now on,
before
they
him.
just
I
scare him because he doesn't know.
Nick
He can't risk for them to know.
I run the
So-
show.
I
big brain
invented law
So,
too.
I invented panels.
No, before
Right.
Eric Hunley evening. Existed.
Which, by the way, on that exact point, Kurt's gonna fucking felt him so bad.
Is he?
Yeah, he does. Why are they all going slow? Are they frozen?
Segment. The Kurt segment, we may not do all of it because Kurt's
So.
a bit boring. But
No.
this is the one segment where I'm just
GB
like,
models, how are
know
you doing?
Yeah.
You
Happy
fucking
Easter to you
get it,
too.
Kurt. You are my spirit animal today, Kurt.
Oh
Everybody, let's icy hot ourselves in honor of Kurt.
Oh my god.
Boy.
See, and I loved that. I loved it. It's just like,
Yeah, but
Why
you
don't we?
get that
Why
clip-
don't you re-record it, Joe? You guys can re-record it. All right. This time you can do crack.
Yeah, get up. And,
Oh
Oh my god.
yeah, Pisco was great with that comment. I thought that was amazing.
Recorded this time, smoke crack.
see, and I loved that. I loved it. It's just like,
yeah, but
Why don't
get
we?
that
Why
clip-
don't you re-record it, Joe? You guys can re-record it. All right. This time you can do crack.
Yeah, get up on it, Joe.
anyway, I
Joe
just
so
didn't think,
felt it. Joe's so pressed. This is fine, guys. This is totally fine.
Oh,
Bro, this is the
Oh.
wage. This is the soy jack where he's crying, but he has the happy mask on. That's Joe right now. Baldo guard blown out.
oh, fuck.
The
Dude.
cold
that was
laugh.
necessarily the best representation.
Especially when he's going through
everybody
court and
involved.
they're saying he's
Yes.
looking high on screen, and you got him looking high on screen. So yeah,
He's
Yeah.
looking high.
it's not looking good.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Okay. So now we go to the Kurt redemption arc. There was nobody. Oh, by the way, before we get to the Kurt redemption arc, so Ricada is coping. He says the reporting is incorrect / incomplete. I guess a Minnesota lawyer will have to explain it. Come watch my new show, Actually Criminal, tonight.
Like Sean's
Time to
potentially
be-
criminal.
So Sean is potentially criminal. So Ricada's idea to own him is to rename his show from Law-splaining the Interwebs to Actually Criminal.
But then it fucks up because now he is a
Brutal
criminal.
self-help. Yes.
So now it's like, okay.
Well, he's not an attorney right now, so he couldn't, be. It's tough. Okay, so now we go back out, and then we're gonna start with the first clip. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Okay, so this is actually a really sad moment for Kurt. Now, Kurt is known to be a very lonely guy.
Oh.
He basically dedicated his entire life to the law, to the pursuit of law. He's kind of like a Charles McGill figure or something like this. And he's been on a love quest for years, trying to get women. No woman will love him. No woman will come give him comfort in his later years because He's bald.
Okay.
Fat. And he's old. And so, part of the reason why he defended Rekieta so long, even when it was hopeless, was because he viewed Nick Rekieta as a real friend, which is a rare thing for Kurt. But he has now been hurt and betrayed and snaked. Chicanery is afoot, as Mr. McGill would say. Nick Rekieta Judased him, and after this guy went to the wall for him, defending him to the very bitter end, it was Rekieta who said to him, "You are not my friend." Look how sad Kurt is.
Can I explain my beef with Nick? I don't know anything. I don't know that I necessarily have a beef with Nick.
Oh, he has tears in
But-
his eyes.
Nick texted me and said we weren't friends anymore. So
Whoa!
His voice cracked.
Oh my God!
This is a grown man whose voice is cracked.
That's
because
brutal, dude.
Isn't this brutal?
I feel bad for the guy.
Oh man, I actually like Kurt, but I had to set it up in such a way as to really show you how repugnant and reprehensible Rekieta is.
Yeah.
And that this man was just looking for a friend, and he was loyal to Rekieta. And because he didn't sweep Rekieta's daughter testing positive for cocaine, because who could? Rekieta said, "You're not my friend."
Oh my God!
so
I'm not gonna lie,
we're not friends.
makes a lot of sense.
And look, he's been crying all night. You could tell
Yeah.
in his eyes, like they're puffy.
Bro.
And so that's the end of that story.
Okay, I'm gonna cry.
That's
Like,
the way it is. Can we get that's the way it is? for this?
yeah.
Let's bring it back to the beginning of this clip and let's sync up the chorus and just let it play.
There we go, chat. Got the
Can I explain my beef with Nick? I don't know anything. I don't know that I necessarily have a beef with Nick. But
that's
Nick
just
texted
the
me
way
and said
it
we weren't friends
is.
anymore. So
Oh my God, this is got some Red Dead Redemption going.
that's the end of that story. I don't know where it's
Oh, seven's in the chat.
So that's the end of that story.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Blue heron leaves the northern skies. Trust the journey to new high. What's the meaning of the sky?
Oh my God!
I'm gonna
It looks like he got beaten up and his dog died.
That's
Oh,
rough.
man. Okay, so that's what the position Rekieta put this man in.
Yeah.
Well, now Kurt's getting his revenge.
Okay.
So Rekieta's last stand, the last gasp of the Baldo washers were the letters to the court, of which there were only
All right.
3. Only 3 people in the entire world cared enough about Nick Rekieta to try and save him from going to jail, doing 80 hours of community service and 5 years of probation. Those people were his dad, his wife, and Megan Fox,
Who's not a lawyer,
apparent-
by the way.
So I just want to point out that he had no friends that came to his defense. Everybody in his church, mind you, his children are homeschooled at the church. No one at the church wrote and said, "This is a good man. Please, I've known him for so many years. He's a good Christian. Please let him off." No one. Nobody at the zoo that he donates to. Nobody at the zoo wrote in his defense.
Oh, I thought about
No,
April's house.
nobody at Make-A-Wish, I guess, which he donates to, nobody actually wrote a letter. April didn't write a letter. Nobody. Drexel,
Not even
no.
Stonies.
Not even Stonies came to his defense. And so now we have Kurt. Kurt is unleashed. Kurt is fucking hurt, and Kurt is out for blood. And so Kurt is going to tear down these letters line by line. And there's a real sense of like justice here. There's a real sense of like, yes, he is finally getting the revenge that he deserves.
Yo, I have some footage, by the way, of Kurt.
Putting
I didn't
icy
see
hot
or
on
hear
his
any letter
ass.
from
Oh,
Barnes.
this is
Oh,
Kurt.
this is
is
Kurt.
Kurt.
Moments before he hit press live.
Not important. What is important is what I'm going to do.
That's because the money never really came from Nick. They're still gonna get their money, if you know what I
There's
mean.
other options, Kurt. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
And I always wanted to die violently.
Okay. Let's
Whoa.
Jesus.
Jeez, Kurt.
Kurt, bro.
Super serious.
Oh man. Kurt, no. That's what I was picturing when you were talking.
Yeah.
Just like the hatred.
Here's a letter in support. Dear Judge Wenzel, I've known Nick Rekieta professionally and personally since 2022.
Oh yeah.
Nick
So he's reading the letters, right?
This is the letter from Megan Fox.
Okay.
And so you've known this person 3 years, okay?
Uh-huh.
So already it's not like the greatest start, but let's just let Kurt tear this down.
Okay.
Created an entirely new type of entertainment covering legal battles on YouTube that was wildly successful. Oh, bullshit. That he
just calls bullshit.
He's like, it wasn't successful. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, he's calling bullshit on Rekieta inventing.
inventing.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was finding
He created it. He created the content. I object to that. I object to that.
Objection.
My channel goes as far back as Nick's does. And if we want to go to the OG, it's got to be Lawful Masses. It's got to be Leonard French, who was the first.
Bro, this guy is literally like acting as if this is a court case himself.
Yes.
He hears
He's
that
presenting
line.
it before the judge, and he's like, Your Honor, yes.
Pardon me, he invented it. Objection.
Present evidence.
Present evidence. Like, come on.
Should we keep it in the background? Just
Yeah,
a little,
yeah.
a little bit low.
Yeah.
We'll go to, yeah. All right.
I'll have it ready whenever
There you go,
he
chat.
starts attacking one of his points. I'll bust it back on.
This is awesome.
So there we go. We have a fully completed
I think
cockpit
I did a
now.
lot better with the.
Look
like,
how
quick
simple
movie,
this was
the
back
sound
30
effects
years ago.
and,
That's a
better
very
than that.
simple cockpit.
But yeah, he created it. Bullshit.
Very
he
simple
created it.
cockpit.
He might have gotten it. He might have popularized it. He might have been at times the most successful. But he created it. Bullshit.
Bullshit. He objects.
His commitment to his work and love of
He literally says objection. This
So
is
good.
the greatest.
So
law drove him
Joe
to be one of
Loy-
the most
Joe, how are
successful
you
law channels
doing?
on YouTube, drawing
hope you're
hundreds of
enjoying
thousands of people to
a nice
engage in
day
legal
over in
discussions.
Britain.
Is that what people were doing? Engaging in legal discussions on his chat?
Oh,
I'm not sure about that. I've seen his chat. I'm not sure legal discussions is how I'd characterize it. But, you know, okay.
Are you
All right.
sure?
yo, this guy.
Get him, Kurt. Get him, Kurt.
This is incredible, dude. This is incredible.
There we
See,
go.
Nick's unique style of covering trial from gavel to gavel with humor, legal analysis, and irreverence led to multiple law channels gaining notoriety and popularity. Holy shit, he's literally taking credit for me.
All right.
Whoa.
He's literally doing I created you. Holy shit.
I made you, bitch.
Shit. I created
Your
you.
loyalty.
I created you. Wow. Wow. Epic. Is it too late for me to write a letter? Does the government need me to
He
write a
made
letter?
me. Oh
He's not
well,
supposed
he
to
didn't do a
say
good
something tomorrow,
job.
right? Is it too
I tell you that
too late
fucking
for me
much.
to write a letter? This is some bullshit.
He should have wrote a letter
if you need me to write a letter.
demanding more time. We needed you, Kurt. Maybe he could have got 10 years if Kurt wrote the letter debunking this letter.
Baldo Beastro has followed the channel. By the way, it took
Let's
him
go.
like he's fucking up my speech and your speech. Like he said letter
I
wrong
know.
like 8 times.
It actually like short-circuited my
Yeah.
brain, and then I started
You
saying
said
things
loiter
wrong.
as well. You said loiter as well.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Jesus Christ.
Better government. I'm
I
here.
was icy hotted.
Oh Lord.
But yeah. If you
The
he's
law
saying
became
we're now 18 minutes past midnight, and yet still no stream from Baldo. Still,
All right, chat. It's time for start painting.
from Lord Baldo.
We got to
but I
do some
thought this
heavy
was his
painting now, so we're gonna
glorious
zoom back
return.
out.
This is so funny.
approachable for the average person through Nick's invention.
Nick's
I am going to be sick.
Nick. Oh,
Several channels became successful because of his model. An entire community known as LawTube grew out of Nick influence. Okay, so not only is he taking
All right.
credit for it, he's also taking credit for the term LawTube, a term that he repeatedly rejected and wanted nothing to do with.
That's true.
Outstanding. This led to many people becoming interested in law, going to law school,
Buddy,
becoming
the
lawyers.
face he was
Wait.
just making.
you hear that?
Yeah,
He's taking credit for people becoming lawyers.
Right. Yeah, he inspired so many people.
Are you?
By the way, I just
Go
gonna say
ahead.
Kurt's face there when he had the tears. He looked like Jesse in Breaking Bad when he said he can't keep getting away with it. Just straight back, bro. He's just
Oh,
like
here,
he
here.
wants for Kate to. He's look at him
He does.
right there, bro.
Oh.
It's like he's about to cry.
Outstanding.
All right.
This led to many people becoming interested in law, going to law school, becoming lawyers. Making
I don't know about
lifelong
that. I don't know
friends
about
with
that.
them
I don't know
who
about
share
that.
Interest in legal battles and changed the trajectory of many lives for the better.
I don't know about
including mine.
that.
My channel was positively.
Pam, why are we
impacted by
listening to
Nick's
Kurt?
unique approach
Casino's listening to
online
Kurt.
entertainment and
That's
and
why.
direct advice and help. Like the vast majority of lawyers, Nick struggled with substance abuse.
Wait,
I don't
Wait,
think
whoa,
the vast majority of lawyers who are struggling with substance
Listen,
abuse.
all you know us lawyers. We're fucking all on.
No,
drugs.
Kurt's
Like,
not
what are
on
you
Keno.
talking
Okay,
about?
sure.
They're watching his
Majority.
stream.
it's the vast majority of lawyers. I do agree that lawyers have a higher than normal rate,
Sure.
but I'm not sure it's the majority of lawyers, and I'm also not sure it's the vast majority of lawyers who
Yeah.
struggle with substance abuse. But maybe I'm off on that one.
Maybe.
This is a well-known and studied problem for the legal profession. It's so widespread that every bar association has programming lawyers for
Kurt
substance
gets him
abuse
here.
problems. Well, maybe Nick should have taken advantage of one of those programs. Maybe that would have been nice.
Oh.
Ooh.
The stress of quickly attaining
Yep,
fame and
that was
fortune
brutal.
is often a catalyst for substance abuse. That's also why.
Listen, again, it's different. If Ricada at his office outside of home did a few bumps and lines, I would be like,
Hey,
you're still a
what?
father and you shouldn't be doing that shit. But he had it near his kids who were
Well,
fucking.
his daughter ended up testing positive
It's
for
way
it.
different.
And he had nearly an ounce in his safe. This wasn't like an 8-ball on the weekend. This was a lifestyle where he was always fucked up. He was
Exactly.
always on drugs.
Oh, okay. Daddy was drunk on Saturday. No, Daddy was drunk every
All right, chat.
single
So
day and on
we
call
have to glue
and
some
doing
veins into
orgies
this
in the bedroom
thing here.
where the
Hold
kids
on.
were starving.
That's crazy.
Like, hey, Megan, it's not the same thing as just like a drunk. Some people have problems. I understand, but let's not.
They acknowledged. Yeah, but he came from money though, so
Yeah.
it wasn't the money.
Yeah.
Kurt
Nick's
just
meteoric-
destroys it.
Oh my
He
god.
goes, yeah, but he always was from a rich family. So it wasn't like suddenly he just came into money for the first time.
Yeah. Brilliant, Kurt.
rise to success no doubt played a role in his mistakes. We're doing affluenza. We're doing because I'm special because I'm successful.
Oh my god.
Jesus,
You know,
Kurt.
like, does anybody really have sympathy for the rich and famous?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Oh no, the poor guy. He was so rich and so famous. Let's give him a lesser sentence.
Bro,
It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't anyway.
It's like ridiculous. By the way, it's not like he fucking partied a few times.
That's
It's like like you said, a lifestyle.
that's
He was at the what was it called? The Glory Hole Motel. What the fuck was that
The
place?
Oh, well,
The
there's a
shack?
number of them. Yeah, the the
Who's-
sodomy
The
barn.
sodomy
What
barn.
was the sodomy part?
And he was at
Yeah.
Gay 90s, the
Yeah.
Gay Club,
Alright,
Gay
chat,
90s,
so-
Yeah.
Hedonism
We need
2.
to
There was a
we got some
number
more work
of
cut
really
out for us.
degenerate places. This
We
guy
gotta
was
do.
at.
We gotta.
Yeah.
Like, all this is
pleasure
going
bar.
together,
Oh,
so I
when
need
say
to paint
glory
these
hole,
now.
Whatever. Someone's like,
I don't want to
Kayla's
paint these
bathroom?
later.
Yeah,
So we're gonna get these prepped up and
Glory
painted.
Hole Club,
We also have to get these veins and the engine part set up. So
or was that
we're gonna work on
Sneeko
that.
was at the Glory
That
Hole
was
Club?
yeah, the 9th floor or
Oh my
whatever the
God,
fuck it
ninth
was.
floor of the Glory Hole Club. The sodomy barn was a real place. Like it,
We
it
did a
does
whole
exist.
show on it. We did a whole
It was
show.
called Pure Pleasure.
Pure pleasure.
That's an interesting angle. Nick acknowledged he broke the law.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure that that's even necessarily true. He pled guilty.
It's true.
But given some of the things he said online, even since then, I'm not really sure, strictly speaking, he can be said to have acknowledged it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Okay.
His face.
This is actually kind of neat. Oh, chat. We're gonna get to this here.
Just making the best facial expressions. He doesn't even need to say it.
Yeah.
His face tells the whole story.
Yeah, yeah. This is a great fucking segment. Holy shit.
Nick-
All right, chat. So
he
real
acknowledged
quick,
that he
we're gonna
broke the
hold
law,
up here.
taking responsibility for
This
it
is
by
pretty
pleading
cool.
Guilty to possession. The community and his family would not be served by his incarceration, but be served by his rehabilitation and his ability to get back the job.
Okay, this is cool. They're saying these are like engine veins. This is like their attempt at 1980s of like the F-22 having thrust vectoring. This is what they thought thrust vectoring would look like in 1987. Two big like veins directing all of it, instead of like we see on the F-22 where you've got the individual things that can go. Like, it's actually kind of neat. It's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool here. So I don't care that you guys are not listening to this bit of airplane autism, because I'm talking about it right now. Melita says, are these guys just talking shit about people? Yeah, they kind of roast and talk shit about people. That's kind of their thing. They you know, like internet, you know, drama and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of their thing. So Lovely Miss Smile says, I was born in 87. Well, this is as old as you are. So I'm going to let this dry and then we'll keep going. Sorry, we'll get back to this now.
It is still not live.
Yeah.
There has been no update from Ricada on his lateness or his gayness.
Yes, it's
So
way
it's
past
looking
11
like
chat and Nick is still not
Baldo
streamed.
may be defeated. It looks like Lord Baldo may have packed it in and given up.
Burning down
Oh,
the barns
wait,
at Sodomy Farm.
Yeah, I've heard word though, guys. Wait, we're getting a breaking news report from Ricada. Ricada will be there. He is just driving his kids to their piano recital at 12:30.
Oh, yes, get them 12 o'clock piano recitals, chat. He'll be on soon. He'll be on soon. Just you wait. Just you wait. I'm sure Grifty is helping him get the stream loaded up. And Tug Simp and all the other weirdos out there. Hi, Alyssa. Yes, Baldo ain't streaming tonight. No, he ain't. All right, Chad. I don't know what happened to the casino. Did their threat, like, did it go down or what?
So
What the fuck happened there?
I will give him that much. That much is true.
Cocaine fueled bed.
It is unmistakable that they love him and he loved them. Being a present father is important to Nick. Nick is also the main caregiver to his children. responsible for all their transportation.
Wow,
school
that was
events and
weird.
parties.
Just
I
crashed.
love how this whole thing of just having to, like, his only worth in life is that he drives kids around. Like, the guy
Yeti was at
claims,
11
by the
p.m.
way, that he does 200 miles of driving every
So.
day.
No, he doesn't.
This is
I
an
got the,
actual Rekieta claim that he does 200 miles of driving. So the guy
got
is
the
driving like
cockpit
apparently
done.
9, 10, 11 hours a day.
Then we have to trim
He's
up
heading
these
from deal to
pieces.
deal to deal.
I-
I mean,
We gotta clean these off.
allegedly.
Gotta clean all these sprues off.
His wife's
His
just
children would not be
zanned up
served
in
by-
bed,
Yeah, the
watching
wife.
fucking Star Trek, flicking her bean to Captain Kirk. Holy.
separation from their father, and the state should not take a father from their children unless he's a danger to society as the last option. Nick Rekieta is only capable of being a danger to himself, and I believe he'll recover and make
Well,
better
no,
choices.
the thing is, though, like, if you're drunk and high all the time and you're operating a vehicle all the time,
You're a danger
you
to
could
everybody.
kill somebody.
Mhm.
You know, it's not just that if you're fucked up all the time and you're only hurting yourself. If you're operating a motor vehicle for half of your waking hours, like,
Exactly.
and his
I'm not
family
sure about-
too. You know, like, if you have like an alcohol, like, apparently his kids weren't fed and their clothes stank, you know, so he was hurting his kids, not just himself, through his bad behavior.
About that either, but okay. This is Nick's first offense against the law. I believe he can recover, and the community should invest him and help him doing that. Everyone deserves a second chance. Many other people have completed diversionary programs and recover their lives. It's my belief that Nick can recover his life
But here's the thing.
and
He
thrive.
doesn't, the thing is, he doesn't have any interest in going to rehab or a diversionary program or any of that. He just wants to go back to his self-destructive lifestyle, being drunk and high all day and having sex with fucking his mistress. Like, it's fucked.
Yeah, and he's always just in Melton's chat, seething and coping.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
After this unfortunate episode,
You can say
in
it's
which I
sad
remain
and
hopeful
pathetic.
as a temporary setback.
You want it
An
to.
otherwise amazing career and future. I
Oh,
hope this court
stop.
sees the man I know and not the one gossiped about for chief laps or the persona fighting back against the gossip publicly.
Because, like, the
Okay,
court,
that's
the court hasn't watched Kino Casino, surely. You know what I'm saying? Like, is Judge Wenzel really watching Kino Casino? Like, it'd be based if he was.
I would.
But it's-
I'd
it's
watch it
like,
if
what
I
are
were
we
him.
talking about here? They're saying
sentence
they
is the most
have.
telling sentence ever. So even this person, Megan Fox, even she subtly acknowledges that in his public statements, since he's pled guilty, has been less than, let's say, fully accepting of his criminal responsibility. Even she has to admit that much, right? But it's not him, Your Honor. It's the persona. It's the persona that's gone online and said all kinds of things.
Oh, see,
the persona.
man, the cope alert,
on.
cope alert. This is like when Rekieta, remember his defense was it was all a performance.
Yeah.
Do you remember that was like his initial defense? Is it was the character Nick Rekieta appeared to be drunk and high.
Yes.
But the real Nick Rekieta was sober.
Do we have that clip of where he was like the part where he was J-O-ing?
Oh,
I gotta show that. I gotta
That
show
might
that.
be viewed
I'm looking
as
for
not
it.
accepting responsibility.
yes, and then he
It's just
started
the
talking.
persona.
Remember the motion that talked about WWE? It said it was like professional wrestling.
It was like kayfabe.
Your Honor, really him, really the person. He fully accepts responsibility in every way. He has done nothing but accept responsibility in every way. It's just that unfortunate persona online that has gone forward and said things that could be potentially viewed as not fully accepting responsibility in the deepest possible sense. It's the unfortunate persona. I like that.
Ash, just to remind everyone. All right, here's the persona. You ready for this, folks?
By the way, guys, we are now 32 minutes late for the Rekieta stream. Do you think he's coming?
No.
No.
Still 28 minutes left where he lives on the 18th. So there's maybe he will figure it out. Look at this.
Okay,
man.
this is from our show. I can only find this copy. Look at this.
There we go, chat. Here's what it looks like, kind of put together. So
He's lost all control. Look at this. Look at this, man.
Buddy, this is a beat off.
Oh no.
Tell him,
Look at him.
PvP.
Oh.
Look, he actually like.
There we go. Let's get started
I
on painting
forgot.
this.
Okay, let's.
Okay, so
You can't wait for the casino one end because MN Public Records is going to show up.
Talking about like ends and you should remember like he was like,
All right.
you're African American, and maybe you should fly to Zimbabwe and buy a fucking flying carpet. And you were
He
like,
had some of the craziest
the
things
fuck?
he ever said. Man, he can't even remember. It was so
I
unhinged.
gotta watch it. We have to watch it again one day on like the anniversary or some shit.
Well, maybe if
We're
he
gonna do
actually
Black
does go to
Fuselage
jail August 1st,
show.
maybe that's
Black.
the day
That's
that
the
we
day.
could do
Yeah.
the full
Noir.
recap celebration of it all.
Anime sucks, cup and sneeze.
Even she has to
Anime
acknowledge
sucks. Coven sneeze. He was on autopilot. Come on.
that some of the statements online have been less than fully that's fun and exciting. I hope this court sees the man I know and not the one gossiped about for cheap laughs or the persona fighting back against the gossip. The Nick I know is a man who loves his family, helps those around him, makes mistakes, and then inspires others to be good humans.
Okay, yeah, he is a Mother Teresa character, isn't he?
What are we
Shut the
talking
fuck
about?
up. Holy shit, he makes mistakes. It's not like a mistake. He rear-ended a vehicle, you know.
You know what I mean? It's like deliberate, like choices over and over and over again with no repentance and no remorse whatsoever. And he still feels he was totally justified and that everybody else is wrong.
Wild, dude. Like Cab Moses for a sub. Thank you so much. Big support today. Holy fuck.
Remember, guys, anybody who drops 50 subs today will receive both the OG badge and the VIP badge.
Yeah.
And anybody who drops 200
right.
subs will get mod immediately.
Mod.
And I'm actually resetting the post-show goal since we made so much money. It's now overlapped and overturned itself.
Almost
back to
11.
I'm just kidding.
It's still no
We need
stream.
100 more subs.
Ba-bum,
I wish I was
ba-bum,
kidding,
bum,
but we do
bum.
need 100
No,
more subs.
just kidding.
It's also deeply
Unless-
remorseful of any
Unless
Okay.
harm or pain he's caused to children and family. He may not discuss it publicly, but privately he's devastated.
How many points for a mod? There's no points. Points.
there's
So
no
points
don't
are gonna
count.
be like funny stuff. Like it's points or
Okay. Sure. Many times Nick used his platform to raise money for audience members in need by advertising their GoFundMe accounts. Nightly, is that what he talks about for the charity? Is that what he's doing? Is that the charity he's raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for? Is he referring to GoFundMe's? That
the
Yep.
charity was his wallet.
Oh
he took notice
man.
of, and so that's the charity he's raised millions and millions of dollars
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Holy
Kurt's
Okay.
so
Get him,
happy.
Kurt.
This guy's going fucking like scorched earth,
Yes.
eh?
Well, you see it. Like Nick broke his heart, man.
Yeah.
Dirty bastard.
Wow, he's at 144K subs. Let's go.
I mean, that's
Congrats.
a take, I suppose. All right. Nightly, he would talk to them about their struggles, including thoughts of self-harm, and he always encouraged them to find something to smile about and try again.
Okay. If you've seen Dear John, he
Yeah, it was so
literally-
positive. Uh-huh.
He really helped Dear John by saying that he should kill himself. Remember,
Yeah.
you're too pussy to even buy a bullet. You're too poor to even buy a bullet to end your own life, John. That was the starting of like scary Nick.
I just want to say, guys, the last tweet from Ricada was over 6 hours ago.
Wow.
We are now 37 minutes late. It's not looking good.
He's high. Let's be real.
I've heard from many individuals who told me Nick Ricada saved my life after reaching out to Nick in a dark time and finding someone who cared to respond. Incidentally, and not for nothing, when I tried
Citation
to reach
needed.
out to Nick back when we were still on speaking terms, but when I tried to reach out
So
to Nick, I found him
cunty.
very, very hard to reach.
Oh, man.
He's like,
This is-
look, I tried reaching out to them. Look at him.
Bro.
He's like,
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
He's like, what? Would he help you? Well, because Megan Fox is a woman. So sorry, Kurt.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
So
there's a bulge.
just saying.
Allegedly.
All right, chat, we're ready
Yeah,
to go.
I pray this court will honor the plea agreement in this case and refer Nick Rekieta to probation. Sincerely, Megan Fox, author / journalist, also Baldo Washer.
Tom, yes! Hallelujah, Kurt! Kurt has repented from his ways and is now a fucking king. Bow down to the king. Like, let's go.
That was key.
Wow.
This is such a redemptive moment for Kurt.
I'm a fan.
All right, what else
God
do we
damn,
have
Kurt.
Let's
in
see.
terms of letters? Your Honor,
God
I'm
damn,
writing
Kurt.
today to put in some good words for Nick and Kayla. Oftentimes, in such situations such as this, the bad is
All right, there we
amplified
go.
and the
Pause.
good
This is Rekieta's dad's letter.
Oh
Okay.
no.
goes under the radar.
Does this even count?
Shouldn't even, you know.
Oh, you're excited to see me use the airbrush?
First and
All right.
foremost, I want to sing their praises. as
Yeah, they
parents.
work pretty
There's
good.
been
I've
evidence throughout
enjoyed
this
using
entire
it.
time and before the kids have been thriving.
So
They're healthy,
Have
smart,
they?
engaged.
That's
What
a
are we
lie.
talking about? CPS took them away
So
because
I'm
they
gonna
came
actually
to the
hold on here.
pastor and said they were
I
starving.
need
They hadn't
to
eaten,
mask off
and their clothes
the-
stunk.
the base here, and I'm going to
Come
leave the base
on,
primer
come
color.
on.
Just
Hold
for
on.
carrying church and other activities. Again, this was true at least at the time I saw him and his family. So I have no reason to doubt this much is true. You know, for his many sins, I have seen Nick be a good father. Personally.
Just because at one
And I will
time
give
he
him
was
that
a
credit.
good father
Exactly.
doesn't mean he always was. You know, Kurt's still kind of been brainwashed by the Baldo. It's like, bro, the whole
Look.
reason that this all fell apart, the whole house of cards, was because the kids were being mistreated and it couldn't go on any longer.
Listen, no one here accused Nick's
Ronco, you love your
Nick
airbrush for what?
of
Leather
beating
work?
his child.
Yeah, I like
every
mine
day.
a lot
His
too.
Children every day.
I don't know what kind you
Okay,
guys
we
have,
get
but
Just most days.
this is an
Yeah.
Iwata
Allegedly.
Revolution. Ironically enough,
Yes.
You know, I
Nick
can't
super chatted me
necessarily
$100,
speak to what
and I thought it was a
happened
mistake, but he's like, no,
when
here
I
you go,
wasn't
fatty.
there,
So
but I'll speak to what
I have an
saw.
airbrush because of
And I
that. So
saw
there we
him
go.
be a good, caring, loving
So
father.
we're
Listen,
going to
Of course,
pack this
when
all in.
you're over as a guest, he's not going to be yelling at his kids
So,
and high.
Well, you have an
on
Iwata too?
I mean,
Cool.
was Kurt there when the polycule was all together? And,
Exactly.
you know, come on.
Exactly.
Who took care of his children, took care of their activities, drove them places, and all the rest of it. So I
I
will give him
drove
that
them
much. He deserves
places.
that much because it's true, at least from what
Okay,
I.
and Hitler loved dogs. Like, I mean, what? I mean, everyone's
Wait, hey, leave Hitler out of this, man.
true.
What
I'm
did
sorry.
Hitler do to be
Oof.
brought up in the same breath as Nick Rekieta?
I didn't mean to
Oof,
dishonor
Jesus.
the great. No, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop there.
Christian, who goes full time to CCS, is his junior.
See,
junior,
I
a straight
blocked
A
out the
student and a
names.
member of
I
the
don't.
National Honor Society.
Yeah,
He also participates.
I don't
in
like this
drama,
part, Kurt,
band,
but that's
and
okay,
debate.
man. I mean, I get
Avery
it.
and Sylvia go to CCS part time and are also straight A students. They're also in drama as well as band and or choir.
right.
Audrey and Cecilia recently started taking Spanish classes at CCS. Except for
What?
Christian, the others are all homeschooled to some degree and advancing well. Christian was homeschooled until he was accepted into CCS for his sophomore year. Avery also plays both JV and varsity soccer.
By the way,
Well,
Hey,
his-
listen
isn't
for
this,
the
isn't
next
this,
fucking
like,
letter.
isn't this so embarrassing though? Like, why
Yeah.
even like? Do you really think by writing this the judge
Oh,
is going to be leaning? Obviously, these letters are a fucking disaster, and they're why the sentence wasn't reduced at all.
Yeah, can we add to the next letter? This is like okay, the kids playing
Yeah, just
fucking.
Balls
skip
play
ahead
on-
of it. Yeah.
All the kids take piano and violin.
Yeah,
both
yeah,
to
I'm
and from
sure.
school, sports, and activities, believing that he has to live in the middle of ass nowhere. And so I have no problem believing that.
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
built
he
with
drove his
cheap
kids. I don't
He
give a
school,
fuck.
drove
them money.
1,000 miles a day.
That's the bare minimum you do for your kids.
There we
is
go,
drive
chat.
them to fucking sports.
Got
They
this
readily
in
did
there.
so. Money. No, what I meant is they gifted it. Why didn't you just edit it?
So,
Do you not know that you can edit the written word? I'm confused.
Okay.
well, to be fair,
yeah,
Ellie,
yeah,
they're already
yeah.
out there. The names are out
Do
there
we-
anyway.
Do we
So,
want to
Charles,
go?
we-
It's not like nobody
into,
knows 'em.
Nicholas
Carl
Decatur.
Jobst.
no, this
Yeah,
is
I
not
mean,
Megan's
I
letter.
don't-
This is the
you
dad's
know,
letter.
I didn't really even plan on going as far into this video as we did. I think we all get it. But at this point, we're going into Carl Jobst,
Okay.
and he's
So.
had a tough go.
All right, guys.
Kurt yelled at me. No one yells at me.
So, what do we have? Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll do that after. All right, guys.
On the-
So, as
So
you all
here
know,
we have, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So as you all know, Carl Jobst lost to Billy Mitchell, and everyone thought that the case was about, Billy Mitchell cheating. That's what all his fans thought, and people donated with the assumption.
I thought
Billy
it was about
Mitchell
Billy Mitchell
did
cheating.
cheat, and how was this defamation? We love Carl Jobst, who's a speed running channel, so of course he's right. Well,
Carl said there's like no chance I can lose this.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
we
on lock.
covered that.
Slam dunk case,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At no point did he mention what the case was actually about,
Yeah,
which
if
was that
Yeah.
Carl claimed that Billy Mitchell was responsible for the death of Apollo Legend.
negative
And-
clap.
Because, of course, that claim can't be justified at all.
Yeah.
Carl lost the case and lost all of his supporters' money that went towards legal fees. And all of that money is now going to Billy Mitchell, who they hate. So,
Yes.
it's fair to say that the fans of Carl Jobst feel a bit misled, feel like they were scammed, feel like they were lied to, and that they were misguided into enriching the very person they were trying to defeat.
For the wrong
Well-
reasons. And every comment is angry, right? Like they're all pissed off. 95% of people are like, what the fuck? Da, 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 you
Yeah, because
used
Carl lied
us."
to everybody.
And instead of apologizing, he's like, I'm gonna make a video and apologize. Well, guys, he made one of the worst response videos. And every comment is like, are you fucking joking me? He doubles down, he makes it worse. And okay,
It's
go ahead.
crazy. And I got one more thing to say before we play the video. This guy ruined his family's life
Mhm.
over a Donkey Kong game.
Yep.
At no point, like I'm sure the lawyer sat him down and said, "There's a good chance we can lose this. Will you settle? Will you apologize to Mr. Mitchell and retract these statements?" And he said no. And
Louis,
he
this is
just
my
did
first
not
casino experience.
consider,
Well,
his
just give him a
children,
chance.
his
They're an
wife,
acquired
his
taste.
own future. The most important thing to him in this world was scoring an internet victory over a guy who plays video games.
Yeah.
And cheated at games. Like that's what he prioritized. And that's just the level of selfishness of that is just unreal. It's unreal. And apparently in this video he's going to push forward.
Oh,
and-
yeah, he's gonna do what's it called? An appeal. It's to take a year, more lawyers. He'll have to pay back like Billy. Guys, this is ridiculous. Okay, are you ready for this?
And who's going to pay for this?
Guys, Carl's the case
You,
I covered
the viewer
last
at
week,
home is expected to pay for
where we
this
listened
shit.
to the
Again.
judge in Australia
Again.
read his
Again.
ruling.
Here we.
The 1st of April, I lost my lawsuit.
By the
So
way-
already automatic L. Ring it up, Carl L. The video did not start with, "Hello, you absolute legends," because they're not legends and neither is he. They're losers. And Carl is learning a very hard lesson that nobody likes a loser. People like winners, like Billy Mitchell.
Against Billy Mitchell, and the judge has ordered me to pay $350,000 in damages.
There we go. Chat, we're almost done.
Oh,
Getting
with
the thing split up.
compounding interest, buddy, plus Billy's lawyer fees, which some people are saying will double that amount. He's gonna owe
Runkle's
close
familiar
to
with the
1
casino.
million
They are all
Australian
Canadian.
dollar
They're
dues
famous Canadians
plus
as well.
interest compounding.
This is crazy.
And this judgment can't be discharged through bankruptcy, by the way. He has to pay it. There's no escape from it. And his wife's on the hook for it. His kids are on the hook for it.
Well, that's
Just
not
think,
true.
He has
but-
to tell his kids, they go, "Daddy, why are there no Christmas presents this year? Well, son, I had to defeat a Donkey Kong guy in court because exposing cheating in video games was more important than you having food and presents for Christmas.
What a
Right.
piece of shit. What a piece of garbage.
Fuck you. I have to fight this fight. This isn't, by the way, like some fight for freedom of speech or human liberties or a greater issue than himself, right? This is a fight over video games. At least that's what he told people. But actually what it's about is him just believing that he has the right to say whatever the fuck he wants about anybody and just destroy this guy's reputation by blaming a suicide on him. That's what it's actually about.
This
Correct.
video should have been simple. It should have been like, hey guys, I'm sorry if you felt misled. I didn't want to talk about the case too much. I apologize. We're going to move on
His
with the
son's not
channel,
really
and I
named
don't know what else to
Maximus,
say.
is
But
he?
yeah,
That's the thing.
simple,
As
simple.
Boiling Rat says, Carl hates freedom of speech. He doesn't
True.
believe in freedom of speech. He doesn't believe that you can use pronouns that a trans person doesn't agree with.
Oh,
He doesn't
please.
believe that you can call a man or a woman a woman. He believes that the court should be able to take your livelihood for misgendering somebody, is what he believes.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's where I just have no sympathy for him. Normally, I would have a lot of sympathy for defamation judgments, but I don't in this circumstance because this person would want you jailed and bankrupt and broke for offending the feelings of one of his trans friends.
Yeah.
Goes without saying, this is not the result I wanted or expected, and it's honestly quite shocking.
No, it's not.
No,
It
I mean,
would be shocking. It would be shocking if it was about the game cheating.
well, the first set of lawyers he sat down with didn't want it, told him no. And he deliberately went out and sought lawyers that would fight this case.
Kidding me?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? This is crazy.
Nope. This is
Personally,
not
I
his first
disagree with the
lawyers.
judge's decision, and so
Wow,
I'm currently
great.
Well,
I'm great. It's good that you personally disagree, but you're not actually the person who matters. It's actually the judge
but
and his
Ashton,
decision that matters.
it's beyond that. Even his fans agree. Even people who watched him agree with the fucking
Yes.
judge. It's not just the judge. It's like, oh, sorry, he's like mentally broken, dude. He believes he's like the greatest person on
Well,
this earth.
he's doubling down on this, and it's like, bro, you're gonna lose even harder.
Yeah.
exploring.
Look, it's a long video. We'll watch as much as we can.
Yeah.
But like I know Chad.
Yes, Carl tried to take down the
This
farms
is
too.
crazy. Let's felt him a little bit, guys.
Any
Relax.
potential avenues for appeal. An appeal may stay the judgment on application until the appeal
the
has
way-
concluded, which might
So
result
wait,
in
so his, by the way, I love how he says may. You know, it's like, are we really to trust this guy's assessment of what may or may not happen
Yeah.
after he just completely got fucked and bent over in court? Which, by the way, the guy is talking about appealing because he's desperate to stay the judgment. Because if the judgment doesn't get stayed, he's going to lose his house. He's going to lose his car. His wife's going to fucking divorce him. He'll probably never see his kids again. And this is all over a Donkey Kong game. So now it's like, I have to appeal in order to hopefully stop this judgment from taking my house. But in the meantime, it's like you're just going to get deeper and deeper into debt.
Yes.
You understand?
J-Rock.
Because you're going to be, Billy's going
The
to
guy
have to
Billy
spend
Mitchell
more on
sued.
legal fees, which you're going to have to pay to him when you lose again. And you also are going to be spending even more on lawyers. So at a certain time, it's time to cut your losses.
By the way, how inappropriate. Your entire audience hates you. Most are mad at you. Unsubs all throughout the fucking past few weeks, right? And you use Minecraft footage? You don't sit there like a man looking at the fucking camera. Hey guys, sorry. I'm sorry if I misled you. No, it's gonna be Minecraft footage. Imagine.
Well,
using
because
Minecraft
Notch
footage.
donated. Notch donated to this.
Please.
I'm sure it's a real slap in the face.
All right,
to
chat.
him.
We're all set.
in
Lolita
several
smiles.
outcomes.
Get ready.
The
We're going to
appeal
fire
could
this
be
up.
dismissed, and I would be
Here
ordered
we
to pay
go.
the original
All right.
judgment. The
It
judgment
is
amount may be lowered if the
time.
court finds it excessive, or the judgment may be overturned completely
There
if
we
the
go.
court
All right, here
finds
we go.
errors of law have been made.
The court found that not only were you in the wrong, but you were a douche about it. And this video is not going to help you in the appeal. What's up with YouTubers
Why-
talking about
why-
their lawsuits?
But why even make this video?
I know.
I don't know.
I know.
There we go. I know
This
you're not
entire
seeing it yet.
process-
Give it time, chat. We're gonna have to code this.
can take up to a year or longer, so as it stands, this remains an ongoing battle, and it's not a battle I hope to give up easily. This has been very upsetting, but truthfully, losing a court case isn't
Very
the end of the
upsetting.
world, even if it
Oh,
is to Billy
really?
Mitchell. It sucks, it's not what I wanted, I know it's not what many others wanted, but life will go on. Unfortunately
Will
for
it
me,
But
though?
you lied to everyone. That's the difference.
Like, will it though? You owe so much money. Like, did you make enough money grifting off of this to cover this?
No.
I don't think you did, man.
No, man. And it's like,
hey, something else has happened that has been far more upsetting and
What?
far more difficult to deal with.
What?
Many people are upset and angry with me as they believe I have misled them and lied to them about
You
the
did.
nature of the lawsuit.
okay, so
Notice
say,
how he phrases it. They believe. It's basically, I'm sorry you feel that
yeah.
way.
I'm sorry you're so
feel that
retarded.
way. Fuck it.
Some even go as
There we
far
go.
as saying that I intentionally lied to the public to scam people out of
Listen,
By the way, we got Wet
It's not
Fetus
kick,
for
chat.
10 subs.
listen.
Huge.
I won't say you fully intent. Okay, you did intentionally put the focus on the game cheating aspect. You did intentionally do that. Okay, not alleged. You intentionally made the focus of every video. You know, not about the Apollo thing. So no one really fucking knew. Stop it. Stop lying.
their money through my GoFundMe. Mostly, people are upset because they believed the trial was about me accusing Billy Mitchell of cheating, but it turned out to be
I wonder
something
why.
else.
So maybe how about this?
But
Maybe
it turned out.
if you think everyone's wrong
Stop
about it,
torrenting.
but everyone thinks you're wrong about it, do you not go, sorry, I must have fucked up somewhere along the line? No, it's everyone, it's millions of people's fault, not the one fucking guy. Like, shut the fuck up. I hate this
I
guy.
just gotta say, like, his GoFundMe, where did it mention Apollo Legend?
Exactly.
It did.
Wet Beaters for another
5 subs.
Let's go. Thank you, Wet Beaters.
The backlash has been pretty brutal, and it's not something I'd like to happen again, so I think it's very important for me to be as honest and transparent as I possibly
That would have been nice earlier. That would have been nice a year ago, you fuck.
God.
Such a piece of shit, dude.
We're gonna
Probably
be
can.
honest and transparent.
Oh, now I'll be trend.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit too late, dude.
I'm going to go through the entire timeline as it happened so that you have as much information as possible. At certain
Would have been nice for the GoFundMe fucking video.
points, I'm going to have to combat things that people have said about me that aren't true. But that doesn't mean I didn't also make mistakes and that there also aren't
Oh.
valid criticisms. I
Okay.
hope to address criticisms that I think are wrong and those that I think are right. And I apologize
Okay.
about the generic Minecraft footage, but I just don't do well on camera.
See, you know what? He doesn't even have the balls to face the camera.
That's what I
like
said
a
earlier.
man.
That's what I said earlier. I said
He's
it's
just a
Minecraft
fucking
footage.
coward.
You have
Yeah.
to face the camera. Just go like this. Look, guys, I fucked up. That's it.
Yep.
I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll do better. I gotta pay now. I'm gonna be back to making videos that you all enjoy. I hope you could watch them and forgive me. Like,
Oh, we gotta make
that's
more
it.
paint.
So this will have to do. On the 26th of May, 2021, I released a video titled "The Biggest Comment in Video Game History Strike Again." In that video, I discussed 2 new lawsuits that have been filed by
So
Todd
chat, we're
Rogers
using
and Billy
Vallejo
Mitchell.
Model
At
Black.
the end of the video,
Sure.
I outlined all of the various lawsuits Billy Mitchell had filed against others. And when I came around to Billy's lawsuit against the YouTuber Apollo Legend, I said these words. He also sued YouTuber Apollo Legend for $1 million. I haven't spoken about this publicly, but this lawsuit ultimately ended with Apollo giving in and settling with Mitchell. He was forced to remove all of his videos about Mitchell's cheating and paid him a large sum of money. This left him deeply in debt, which required him to find extra
Pause.
work. But
did he ever actually pay him a large sum of money? I
No.
don't think that happened.
No.
That didn't happen. That's all lies.
If that's true, Andy, if he just owned up and said he messed up and asked for forgiveness, I'd go back to watching him. You would? I don't even know. I just think he's so fucking annoying now.
But with his ongoing health,
I might watch maybe if it's like a speed running video that I like or some shit, but like yeah.
I never liked him to begin with.
You never
I
did.
always
You
sided
always
with
thought.
King Billy.
Yeah. Completionist. I'm just joking.
this was all
Well,
too
I
much
tried.
of a burden.
I
and he
was like
ultimately
the
took
only person in the world who tried to sweep for completionist. You know, like
no,
like,
what you did was
you just lean into being a total piece of shit.
you,
go ahead.
yes, you didn't sweep for him. What you gave him was like a point form.
This is what we do now. This is like the PR crisis team.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Wolf in Pulp Fiction, but for YouTube. Chris, okay, look. So you scammed the Alzheimer charity. This is really bad. But you know what? Maybe it's just time to become an alt-right YouTuber. But I don't know. Like, at this point, what are you going to do? I don't know.
Oh, shit.
his own life. Not that Billy Mitchell would ever care, though. In fact, when Billy Mitchell thought Apollo died earlier, he
has Rekieta tweeted, "Is the stream imminent?" Let's hit play. We'll see.
Expressed joy at the thought. The lawsuit against Apollo was just
I'm gonna have a Coke Zero. 1 second, okay?
as frivolous as the rest, and Apollo definitely would have won in court, but again, he was extremely ill and couldn't handle the ongoing stress. This was inaccurate because the settlement terms did not involve Apollo Legend paying Billy any money. Even though this claim did turn out to be false, I believed it to be true at the time. I had been personally told there was a cash settlement, which numerous others said they were told as well, and this was also stated by multiple Reddit users, with one of them even claiming to have spoken with Apollo directly. Obviously, a Reddit post isn't usually very credible, but this person made these comments and was talking about the settlement before the settlement was even public, which implied to me that they knew what they were talking about.
So we're gonna paint inside.
Oh my god!
The plane real quick on the inside here.
This was Reddit.
I don't know what they could see, and we'll paint the other one too in a second.
If your source is Reddit and lawyers start getting involved, it's time to fucking apologize and retract the statement.
It's even worse.
You're cooked. And the thing is, he was told by people that this wasn't fucking true also.
So he'll say this here. It's even crazier. He finds out on Reddit, and this is why he makes the video, right? Keemstar tells him, listen, that's not true. And then he says, Carl says, well, you have to contact one of Apollo's family members to tell me that it's not true. Otherwise, I'm not going to erase it. So imagine you find out on Reddit something. You make a like pure fucking bullshit claim on your YouTube video about someone causing someone to kill themselves. Someone goes, that's bullshit. Well, you have to call their family and tell them that it's not, and tell me that it's not true, or else I won't erase the video. The family just lost their fucking son and brother. And you're going to force them? Oh, well, we better call up fucking Carl Jobst. They're in the middle of grieving, you fucking retard.
Okay. I just want to give a quick Baldo update.
Go.
Rekieta has tweeted. He says he's working out a technical difficulty with audio, and then he'll start the stream. Sorry for the delay. We are a full hour late. I don't know. Is it gonna happen, guys? He's drunk, isn't he?
Press 1 if it will happen. Press 2 if you're not hopeful.
We're gonna go to the live snipe when he does begin and just see how the first few minutes.
There we go, chat. So this is the inside of the fuselage, but we're getting it painted so it's ready. There we go. So now let's get this going.
He's drunk or not.
Yeah.
The idea that Apollo Legend may have paid Billy Mitchell a large sum of money was already out in the public. In a 2020 Easyscape video, he said this.
Like I mentioned at the start of the video,
I found this video on the archive, whatever the website this is, right?
Yes.
And Carl Jobs. So this video, I actually watched it and I was gonna bring it to the show, but it was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super boring. And they're bashing Apollo Legend for whatever, having drama. He was more like a drama speedrunning guy. So
right. Speed run is drama.
Yeah, he's like making fun of people and speedrunning community, whatever. So what's his name? Dark Viper AU and Easyscape made this video and used information found by Carl Jobs to make this video. And Apollo Legend on his suicide video said that that video and this whole drama surrounding this situation was what pushed him. That's what he said. Okay.
Right.
And that Carl Jobs is going to act as if he did nothing.
So, Chad, if you didn't understand what that means, Carl's going to act like his two friends were not responsible for Apollo Legend taking his life. Like, Carl might have been responsible for it ultimately, based on his friends. This is an Iwata Revolution. I also have another one. It's a Profix. I've used that one too. They both, like, they're probably both brushes are better than what I can do skill wise. Like, they can do all kinds of things. They both have two different needles. I'm sure there's a lot of neat stuff. I just don't know how to do things with it yet. I'm just working on making them look decent. Yeah, that means Carl killed him. Yeah. Yeah. Carl had a hand in it. God, why does Kick suck tonight? This is just ridiculous.
No involvement at all. But if you remember correctly, when he was accusing Billy Mitchell of being the reason Apollo killed himself, did you hear him mention a Dark Viper AU and Easyscape? No, not at all.
No.
Piece of garbage.
Video, which people have then used to falsely claim that I went after Apollo Legend in some way. I had absolutely no input on anything he said regarding Apollo.
No, it was in fact you who caused
As a matter of
Apollo.
fact, it was you. He was also friends with these.
Break this down today, and he had
He
seen
still is
something
friends with these
online
guys.
about
Nick just canceled. Pussy.
Carl Jobs about to
Pussy.
make this video on Apollo, but then he offed
Pussy.
himself, and then obviously didn't.
This was the case.
Then used it as a cudgel to attack fucking Billy Mitchell.
With all of the corroborating evidence I had, I
fighting for
believe
free
at that time
speech,
that
and he
Apollo
gives
Legend
up
did
tonight.
pay Billy Mitchell money in the settlement. And this was not something that I merely fabricated or constructed myself. In Apollo Legend's
you
goodbye
did, though.
video, which I
yeah.
won't replay here
You
out
did,
of
though.
respect, he confirmed that he had health issues and that he had unpaid debts which he did not want to pass on to his estate.
And wait, are you not going to bring up the Easyscape and AU? No, he won't. He won't bring it up.
And he asked people to donate to his GoFundMe because of this. As a fellow YouTuber, I also know how much money Apollo was making on his Billy videos, which was money that
By
he
the
would
way,
also stop.
by the way, when he says out of respect, what he means is he wants to hide the truth from his audience.
Yeah. I'm
Because
not going to
if
show
he wa- if he-
context.
If he was to show the context, it would make him look worse.
And especially now, after being sued myself, I can only say that you cannot imagine the stress this puts on you until it happens.
Well,
Apollo
he
himself
won't let me
even
talk to him
admitted
because he banned me. So
But bro, why did you?
Ellie
at
says, "There you
no
go. I'll
point
call him
try
pussy
and
for you." Well, thank
settle
you.
This apology. What were you thinking?
Tomorrow's Easter ain't happening. Remember last year
this in
for
a
Easter,
Discord message.
he
But I
got
can
all
only assume that
blasphemous
the other
and
things
shit
he's
for
referring
Easter,
to
so.
included his health issues.
Remember
To be
that he did wear fucking yarmulke and started blaspheming about
though,
Jesus.
I never
so
said Billy caused
he
Apollo's
might
suicide,
stream on Easter.
nor have I
He
ever
might
believed
stream on
that.
Easter,
No one is
chat.
responsible for Apollo's decision.
But you did.
That shit was
What?
disgusting
He
last
did
year.
say
It's
that.
in the video.
You know, he said. By the way, he said at this before this in the video, I did believe this at the time, and
Yeah.
now he's telling us at no point did he believe that. So then, if at no point you did believe that, then it is defamation. You didn't believe what you said.
Oh man.
Decision other than Apollo. If you read my words carefully, I simply laid out a sequence of events that happened one after another. I said there was a lawsuit, Apollo settled, he was in debt, though I was incorrect about the cause of the debt, he needed extra work, and he had ongoing health issues. Then I said this
Events that happened. He's missing out very key phrases he used. He had to pay Billy Mitchell. Then he couldn't handle it. Then he killed himself.
All right, chat.
That's what you said.
I deliberately used
Here
words
we
like
go.
and but to connect these
Let's
events.
keep going.
Bro, come on now.
Oh, chat, we need to
This is
fire up
like
the
the most
compressor again. Hold on.
pedantic, semantic nonsense word game, man. This is Ricada tier.
Ooh.
This is cope.
I
Strong
used words like
cope.
and. Yeah, that connects two situations together.
By the way, buddy, if this defense was so good, why didn't it work in the courtroom then? Are we supposed to believe the judge had a premeditated bias towards you? Was he watching Billy Mitchell in the 80s play Donkey Kong and worship the ground he walked on? Like, what are we supposed to believe?
He used and.
It's like because
Did
or as a result of.
Did Baldo really give up? Oh my God, he did. He says, actually, we're going to do this tomorrow. Late and very unhetero. So he's admitting to being gay. He's gay! Come on, Baldo. I was really looking forward to sniping him, to be honest.
We have a big Monday show then.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a big show Monday. I don't think he goes live tomorrow. If he wasn't going to go live tonight and face Minnesota Public Record, is he going to go live tomorrow and face Minnesota Public Record? Maybe it's his time to retire, bro. Log off, stay sober, live off your trust fund. And that's it.
Yeah.
It's time to move on. You're cooked. You're done, Ricada.
I was also very careful to mention Apollo's pre-existing health issues as a major factor. When I said this was all too much, I was clearly referring to multiple things together. The debt, the extra work, and his health issues.
Like, I kept, adding a lot of commentary in the Ricada segment so that we could get to when he went live and snipe him. But, because I really wanted us to have that snipe of Ricada tonight.
Yeah.
And he just fucked us. What a fucking loser, man.
Yeah, we'll get it for Monday. We'll get it for Monday.
All right.
That Mitchell's
Because
lawsuit.
then we have the H3 versus Idubbbz and the Nick.
There's a lot of stuff is stacking, man. Holy shit.
And we're not even done from today's stuff. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we're gonna go long. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna go
extra long. Yeah, you guys supported so much too. Thank you so much.
Any connection someone might draw between the lawsuit and Apollo's passing goes beyond what I actually said. I was extremely careful.
All right, chat, we're back. Sorry.
Not to
going through air like crazy. Also, we're going through paint
because I know the difference between
I'm not
describing
making
a
as much as
sequence
I
of
thought I
events
was,
and
so
assigning blame for a tragedy.
let's,
I did, however,
make
get
some more
one
paint.
statement of fact wrong. And trust me, I learned that lesson immediately. Ever since this
Also, if
very
you guys
video back
are
in
new
2021, and because of the resulting lawsuit, I've
can
always
help
endeavored to be
subscribe,
much more
help push
careful
us
about
over
what I
the
say. And if I do say
top,
something
get the
factual,
5
I always try
Windows
to ensure
subs.
that I
I
have
would
ample concrete
appreciate it.
evidence to support it.
The
On
road to
4th of June
500
2021,
begins with
I was
you.
contacted by Keemstar, who on a call advised me that Billy was very unhappy with the comment I made regarding the settlement, and that it was false.
Yeah,
In
so
response
Nick
to
just
this, I
canceled,
removed that
huh?
section and advised Keemstar
Yeah, I meant
to tell
April
Billy
18th,
that I had removed
2030
it
when
and
he's
that I would make the
released from
retraction if
probation.
Apollo's brother or Billy provides evidence that the claim was
I love that he'll only make the retraction
if the family member calls.
How
The funny thing is, the family
is you're
members
forcing
did
the
contact
family
him.
member to relive that trauma.
Yeah, they're in the
You're
middle of grieving.
Thank
the
you,
family
Runkle.
member is grieving. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to talk about it.
I'm
But
glad
you
I could
feel
guilt
like
you
you're
into this. Thank
entitled
you.
To the family member of Apollo Legend explaining this to you.
What game are you playing, by the way, Runkle? You
Get
said
a
you were playing
fucking
games,
grip,
so
bro.
hopefully
Ash,
something
this is
fun.
the apology video. Thoughts?
What is scum? There is no apology. It's basically him saying, I was totally righteous this whole time, you absolute legends. And I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. And I'm totally going to win this on appeal, guys, because the judge is... By the way, the appeal, it's not like they do the whole trial over again. What he's appealing is that there was some sort of legal malpractice.
Yeah, misconduct.
The judge fucked up, or there was evidence that wasn't allowed in that should have
Need
been.
me to play
or
Truck
evidence that was
Simulator?
allowed in
I'm good.
that shouldn't have been allowed. And it's not going to happen. He's not going to win. The only reason he's saying he's going to file an appeal at all is to try and stay the judgment so he doesn't lose his house right away and be a fucking homeless living in a box.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. By the way, remember in his tweet about how he said he was going to pay everybody back?
Mm-hmm.
Does he mention that he's gonna pay everybody back in this video?
No.
Yeah.
This is the worst video. Like, this is the in my head, I'm like, listen, if he does like a full-blown apology, he'll survive. It'll be like a tough comeback, but he'll still survive. This literally just turned everyone's on fire. He has a few ball washers who are like, actually, I knew what the case was about, but okay.
The
When
minority
when
who
90
really
yeah.
followed it.
But when 99% of people are like, what? Even his own friends, even Muda did a fucking total like collaboration with him on the completionist thing. Even he was like, wait, what?
False. I then sent Apollo's brother an email explaining the situation and asked if he
Okay, look at this. Hi, Jesse. I hope you're well. Just letting you know the footage of Ben has been removed from the video.
You do trucks
I was
him.
hoping you wouldn't mind
Oh,
confirming.
you missed
something to
driving
me.
during
In the video, I
COVID.
mentioned
Yeah.
that as part of
No,
Ben's
I don't.
settlement,
I'm not saying it's bad. It's
Billy
just I don't know
was
if it's my
required to pay
thing.
money.
I know
received
there's
this
people that have like
information from a few
full on
sources.
sim pits for their trucks.
The guy's
You mean
brother.
Reddit?
The guy's brother just died.
Right.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll help you with your YouTube video about my brother's death.
That you're
Yeah.
gonna make money off of. Right.
God, this is crazy.
could confirm if my statement was incorrect. Several hours after I removed the statement from my video, Billy posted to his channel a response video. In it, he stated that my claim was wrong and that I was accusing him of murder.
May 26th.
This is a lie. What Billy will say here, he goes, he may as well have just accused me of murder. This
Well,
is
the
so-
problem is
Jobs
too is like Carl Jobs portrays himself as a journalist, as somebody who's well researched everything. This is completely factual. He's not a pundit. It's not like he said, in my opinion, this contributed to Apollo Legend's death. That would have been fine. But he directly attributed the death to Mr. Mitchell, and that's why he's fucked.
Yeah.
Released
And
a
that's
video.
also like where the problem is you get like YouTube guys who then suddenly believe that they're actually an authority and that they're like, you know, and they present themselves as such. And then when you do that, there's
There we
added
go.
responsibility to that. There is added weight to that. And that's why he got fucking sued.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Downright loaded.
How
with
much darker
false
to look when it
defamatory
dries? It's
statements.
very nice black.
The most
You guys
heinous
just can't see it too
accusation
well. In
related
the
to Apollo's passing. In the video, Jobs outright states that I drove Apollo to suicide.
Where's the lie?
In his words, he may as well have just said murder.
Where's the lie?
So there we
Several
go.
days later, I received a concerns notice from Billy's lawyer. This is a legal document that you must send
This part's insane, Ash.
Okay.
Okay.
to someone before you sue them for defamation. It's the first step in the process. It needs to outline the words of which they complain, what they imply, and why they are false. I didn't take this seriously when I received it, because it wasn't the first
Why?
concerns notice that
Why? Why?
Because this.
Billy had ever sent me. A year earlier, Billy had sent me a concerns notice after I called him a cheater in a video about Guinness World Records. This was just after they reinstated his fake world records. The concerns notice was ridiculous, as obviously Billy is a proven cheater and everyone knows this.
Okay, but the second concern notice, did you notice a big difference between the first concern notice and the second
Go
concern
ahead.
notice?
Yeah,
The
flat
first
black
concern
always
notice,
looks bad
there
here.
is
so.
evidence of him cheating, correct? The second
Yeah.
concern notice, you accused him of taking money from Apollo, which caused him to kill himself. Oh, the first one was wrong, so the second one has to be wrong too. That is so fucking stupid.
And it falsely claimed that I implied he was a criminal because I suggested that he may have paid Guinness to reinstate his scores, even though paying Guinness to adjudicate world records is literally their business model. And during this time, Billy was suing multiple entities for telling the truth that he is a cheater. So there was no reason for me to believe that his second concerns notice regarding Apollo
Why does it matter to the point where you're willing to lose everything over it?
Yeah. Why did he want to get
does it
sued?
matter to the point where you're willing
So-
to spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars?
I'm
on
not that good. I
Even
appreciate
if
that,
it
Ellie.
was about him cheating,
And I
you took
can-
him to the mat on that. It's just not worth it, bro.
Oh no.
You know, I can.
legend was any more trustworthy, and I assumed it was completely bogus
Give it
and an
up.
attempt to
Like, I can
silence
do a
me,
little
just
bit
like
of
all
work,
his
but
other
I'm not that
actions.
good.
A couple
You
of days after
assumed
I
it was
received Billy
bogus? Well, wait a minute. So we're going in a chronological timeline, right? You assume the letter is bogus after you've heard from Keemstar that you fucking lied?
Yes! Thank you, Ashton. Exactly.
Well, what are you talking about? How can you assume that it's bogus when you've received information from credible sources that it is not bogus, and all that you're running on is a Reddit post? Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to stake my fucking life on a Reddit post. That's crazy.
Do you believe this, dude? I told you this was crazy,
I
man.
can't. I actually can't. He's making it worse.
Yep. I
By
told
laying
you.
it all out.
Billy's concerns notice regarding Apollo Legend, I re-edited my video to add back in my claims regarding the settlement. Again, I believed them to be true, and my efforts to avoid legal action by taking them down had failed. In the pinned comment of Billy's response video, he even said that removing the words or making a retraction would make no difference. Several days after I reinstated my claim, I received an email reply from Apollo Legend's brother. He confirmed—
Can I just hang on?
Oh
'Cause
my
he's a liar.
God. So wait a minute. So okay, so he then receives from the brother, and then he immediately apologized to Mr. Mitchell, right?
Yeah. There's an update. Carl Jobs removed the allegations from his video. A reliable third party confirmed the legitimacy. Either way, that simply will not do. Jobs fabrications a baseless story with fictitious events been sued out on me, but he seemingly thinks that a simple removal reconciled not.
Yeah, he's saying he pins a suicide on me in front of hundreds of thousands of people, makes thousands of dollars on ad revenue, sponsor, and drives a GoFundMe to $50,000 with the
Okay.
emotions he drew from those claims. So he's saying it's not going to do. Well, what does he want? Like, what did he want? Was it just like an actual retraction and an apology video? Is that what he wanted?
Yeah.
Or did he want your house? And he was like, I will only settle for taking your house.
Yeah.
the words or making a retraction would make no difference. Several days after I reinstated my claim, I received an email reply from Apollo Legend's brother. He confirmed that originally—
I mean, public records has been let us down. I think they're holding on to it.
Did he say that?
Or that
making
was a
retraction
masterful
will make no
psyop.
difference?
Yes.
What he said is that what you've done by deleting that section is not enough.
It was a masterful
Because
psyop,
you
I
haven't
think.
given a public retraction at this point.
Wait, Ash, you're right. He never said anything about if you didn't do a retraction, I wouldn't.
I would continue to sue you.
And by the way, even if he would continue to sue you, if you made a video, a standalone video that retracted it, it would look good in court if he did sue you, and then you'd win. But he didn't do that.
What's really interesting here is the final sentence from the brother. It seemed Billy was mostly looking for justice to be done, and that his reputation and image be restored, and the negative videos taken down. So here we have direct proof that in a past instance like this, even when Billy got a settlement, he didn't enforce it because what he wanted was his reputation and image to be restored.
Yeah.
That was most important. So this directly contradicts the idea that Carl's putting forward, that a retraction would have made no difference.
There we
for
go.
Billy.
All right,
Because
chat.
obviously by his past actions, we can see that it would.
Billy had tried to get money from Apollo, but this greatly upset Apollo because he simply had no money to give. And ultimately, they adjusted the settlement, and in the final version, there was no money transferred. As soon as I received this email, I removed my claim from my video, and it has been gone ever since. After I removed the claim from my video, we responded to Billy's lawyers advising them that the segment was removed and that I would be issuing a retraction. Billy said this was not sufficient, and in the planned on releasing a retraction. And in my video, The Greatest Feat in Video Game History, I included this segment at the end.
I do not
Now,
have
before
coal
I
miner
begin the video,
lungs.
I would—
Watch,
But
watch
why
this
wasn't
though.
it at the beginning, Carl?
And watch this, Ash. Watch this.
I'd like to take this opportunity to correct something that I said in a previous—
No, okay. If you watch the OG vid, he ends the video and he goes, "Oh, thank you, you absolute legends." Video fades out. 1 Mississippi black screen. 2 Mississippi black screen. Then
All right.
this plays. But bro,
Yeah, and at no point is Billy Mitchell mentioned in the title. He's not in the thumbnail. It's not in the description that there's a retraction, is there?
no.
previous video. Back in
I-
May,
Like I didn't hear if there was, to be honest.
I talked about the new lawsuits filed by Todd Rogers and Billy Mitchell. In that video, I made the claim that Apollo Legend paid money to Billy Mitchell as part of their settlement. I would never make such a claim unless I had very...
Imagine giving a fuck about like Todd Rogers and like Missile Command scores. Like, who gives a fuck?
Well, wait, hear this.
Very good evidence to support my position. In response to this, Billy Mitchell released a video accusing me of lying and claimed that no money was exchanged. He didn't provide any evidence to back up this.
By the way, do you hear this retraction? What's one key factor in this retraction missing? Hear this again, Ashton.
Remorse?
No, just hear it again.
And Billy Mitchell. In that video, I made the claim that Apollo Legend paid money to Billy Mitchell as part of their settlement. I would never make such a claim unless I had very good evidence to support my position. In response to this, Billy Mitchell released a video accusing me of lying and claimed that no money was exchanged.
Your very good evidence was a Reddit post.
No, but Ash, I think you're missing something. Hear it one more time.
Never make such a claim unless I had very good evidence to support my position. In response to this, Billy Mitchell released a video accusing me of lying and claimed that no money was exchanged. He didn't provide any evidence to back up this claim, nor did he attempt to get in contact with me to clear up any misinformation I may have had. However, I did investigate.
Where's Apollo? Where's Apollo's legend? Where's the fucking suicide? Where's the? I accused him of suicide. Of Apollo Legend committing suicide.
There is no retraction. He's not even
about death, suicide, accusations of pushing someone to suicide.
Would not pay any money, and in the final version of the settlement, there was no clause indicating that he was required to do so. Therefore, the statement I made in that video was almost certainly incorrect.
But the statement you're being sued for isn't that?
God, I'm going through this fast.
Certainly. Like, how about you say it was incorrect? And I'm sorry. But he still has to have this like aggressive posture about it, as though somehow Billy was.
Catfire, how do international lawsuits work?
There's no.
It depends on what country you're suing in and how it works there, but
like him just being
it does work. Companies do sue each other internationally. Then it becomes an issue of what law applies. It's called conflict of laws.
Kind of relationship I have
it's
with
an
Mitchell,
entire subset of the legal profession. Trying to figure out what laws apply to what legal situations.
Himself, I apologize.
It's actually very interesting
for fucking up this one thing.
All Billy wanted was for this guy to just bend the knee and kiss the fucking ring. That's all he wanted.
He had
and
to.
Carl.
This is certainly not the case.
That's not what it was. Man. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's like taking he's being incredulous in that statement. Totally.
I do have my opinion regarding the impact of the settlement on Apollo's decision, but ultimately it was no one's responsibility. But his
Fire says it's cool area of law. It's an interesting area of law doing international stuff.
I felt like it was important.
It very much
know
is.
What happened.
This statement would have been great in the actual video.
As I know,
but you see how he's obfuscating? Like this is like in the middle. It's sort of like an aside. By the way, this murder thing. I just have opinions on the death. He doesn't say anything about like what
York Times, Carl, or like I don't know, whatever big.
All right, Chad, I think I got to restart the airbrush.
Like journalist publication.
Hold on.
Would they
air compressor restart?
Reddit post as a source?
Yeah.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't run the article because they know they run the risk of getting sued of just being based off a fucking Reddit post.
By the way, if there was a Reddit post out there that way, Carl Jobst is a pedophile, could people now make videos that go, oh, yeah, I heard he's a pedophile? No. fucking idiot.
I said that he didn't. After I released my retraction, my lawyers contacted Billy's lawyer to let them know, though we never heard back. I've heard a lot of people say that I never made a retraction or never attempted to correct the record or was trying to hide my retraction, and that if only I had just made a retraction, this entire thing would have been avoided. But that's just not the
wait to
case.
see how he fucking gets out of this one, bro. I can't wait. See, it's just not the case. Is that really the cope? Why was it at the end of the video? Does he provide a reason for that?
Yes. His reasoning is, well, I wanted it to be in a video I know would go viral, so there would be more eyes on it, which is fine. But put it at the beginning of the video.
Aren't his most viral videos about Billy Mitchell?
Yeah. Wow, Ashton.
You know, it's the whole Billy Mitchell controversy.
Imagine a video. I was wrong about Billy. That would go viral.
Yeah, it would have went viral. It would have done millions and millions of views. But then his grift would be fucking destroyed because everybody would say you cucked out to Billy Mitchell. So rather than just knuckle under and accept people calling him a cuck for bending the knee to Billy Mitchell, he decided to double down and go fucking full retard and lose everything.
Yeah, the point of a retraction should be a focus on the retraction. Did everything possible to obfuscate from the retraction.
I wanted the retraction to get as many views as possible. I even said as much to my lawyers at the time. And ultimately, it did. My retraction got far more views than the original video. But it was clear from Billy, even before I made the retraction, that it wasn't going to affect his actions in any way. Then, in September 2021, Billy filed his lawsuit.
What I would like to see from Carl, if he's going to be completely transparent, because remember, he demands a and then let's see if it got more views than the original video. Because I'm going to guess the retention was fucking dog shit.
How much percent you think lost on 27 minutes? I'm assuming it was at
over
35%.
35%
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Somewhere between 20 to 35% is left at that point.
Yeah. So basically, guys, if you don't know, when you look at your analytics, when you post a video, it shows you not only how many views you have, but it shows you how long people stay, and there's like this pink line, and it goes down and down and down.
Especially if there was a black screen, you know that's and it's like, and then it's like right before the sponsor shit, so everybody knows, okay, the black screen, now it's going to be the sponsor, so let's get off this video now.
All right, chat. Sorry.
Against me. Those are the events that led up to the lawsuit. But if the
All right, we're
lawsuit is
back.
apparently just about my claim about the Apollo Legend settlement, then why did many people believe that it was about allegations of cheating? There are multiple reasons, and yes, I am one of them, but it wasn't just my YouTube audience.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What is he about to?
He just breezed by that statement. Yes, I was one of them. And that's where you apologize. I fucked up.
He's gonna blame other people who
The
were
news.
misled by his own statements. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Who thought that? It was even news outlets. In fact, they were playing segments on national news about how Billy was suing me for cheating.
A bitter war of Donkey Kong has exploded with controversy.
So it's up to you, as the guy who's
But why
raising
didn't
money
you
for this,
come out and
to
correct
clarify.
Whoa. That's not good.
Someone makes a
They got
lie
spatter.
or fucks up something, and then you're like, I could just use this to coast and benefit from this. And you allow that to happen.
How far are we into the video?
13 minutes.
Has he said I'm sorry yet?
No.
Over a high score, making it all the way to a Queensland courtroom. An American video game champion is suing a Brisbane YouTuber over cheating claims.
And they didn't think that because I told them or because they watch my videos. They ran that story because of the arguments that were being made.
How do you know? How do you know they never watched any of your videos?
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
During the lawsuit and the nature of the pleadings. In Australia.
By the way, even crazier, Ashton, didn't he use that clip in one of his videos?
Yes, he
So
did.
let's fix
didn't
this.
he?
Yeah, he did, right? Am I wrong?
I'm pretty sure we watched that last time.
Yeah,
didn't
we did. It was in one of his fucking videos.
All right,
Josh
shit. There we
says
go. I think we're
modern
fixed.
journos don't
There we go.
research shit. Well, you're probably right about that, but you know they're supposed to.
Someone said no.
There we go. Proper
This is from
coverage this
Queensland.
time. There we go.
But I'm saying he did use that fucking he fucking used that dude. Used it. I'm gonna find it.
In defamation.
Like,
You must look
we're
at the
14 minutes in, as somebody pointed out in chat. At no point has he really addressed any of what.
What's this? Carl Dobbs. Billy Mitchell. I'll hit play and then I'm gonna look for this.
At no point does he
entire
say I screwed up.
publication. If I publish a video, Billy doesn't get to just extract a single paragraph and ignore everything else. In the video where I made those claims about the Apollo settlement, I also claimed that Billy was exposed for cheating. I
So there we go.
claimed that he was banned
Where's
for cheating.
Nick's guilt
I said that
video?
he
Not
abused his
tonight.
legal
Yeah.
He doesn't get to extract a single paragraph from the video. If only the single paragraph is defamation, then that's what's going to be extracted from the video. He's
Yeah,
not
this is very
contesting
much a.
the other parts that aren't defamatory. Is that what he was trying to argue? Like, that's so retarded. I can't even believe he's saying that.
Hello, you absolute.
Go. Sorry, I'm just checking. That's okay. I'll
More
hit play.
interesting system to force people to acknowledge his video game scores. And I said that he expressed joy at the thought of Apollo Legend's death, because he did. I mean, I even showed in that same video text messages where Billy said he would try his hardest not to smile and giggle if Apollo Legend was actually dead. So as part of Australian defamation law, there is a concept known as contextual truth. And this was one of my defenses. My defense states that because I made those other
It didn't
claims that
work,
both hurt
though.
Billy's reputation and
It's kind of lame. But if you say to somebody, oh man, Warski abused a disabled guy and forced him to kill himself, they'll go, what a fucking monster.
Look at this, Ashton. Look at this. Is he not using this article?
dollars.
He did.
Since that time, I have been
But he
absolute
didn't correct any
legends.
of it.
As most of you know, back in 2021, Billy Mitchell, Video Game Player of the Century, sued me for defamation, claiming damages of $450,000.
Why are you showing this article, bro? Is this not the wrong piece of art? Is this I'm fired up, bro. I'm hot right now. Telling you.
All. He denied that he was exposed for cheating. He denied that he was banned by Twin Galaxies. He denied that he abuses the legal system. And he denied that he expressed joy at the thought of Apollo Legend's death. And because he denied those extra claims, the breadth of argument during the lawsuit expanded to include those as well. And the media evidently latched onto the cheating claims because Billy was denying those, and that was his main reputation. So on one hand, the reason Billy originally sued me was because of Apollo Legend, but on the other hand, cheating...
But he does get to do that. The judge ruled as much.
Yeah.
Why does he think that he knows better than the high court judge? Why does he think he knows better than his own lawyers, man?
allegations, along with other more serious claims, became involved. And ultimately, the judge did agree that those other claims were made and that they were substantially true.
Right.
Though in his opinion, they weren't more serious than the claim Billy was suing over, which I personally
doubt.
don't agree with. In my personal
Okay.
opinion, I think expressing joy...
It doesn't matter what your personal opinion is, you idiot. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
It doesn't
God.
matter.
It's even fucking crazier. Look, I just went through all his Billy Mitchell videos. Couldn't find the Queensland video. I'm like, I swear we saw it. Here's our video from the clip channel. Okay, watch this.
Caused or contributed.
What's this?
And
I have screenshot of this.
Over a
All
high
right,
score,
Chet, hold on, we need
making
to make
it
more
all the
paint.
way to a Queensland courtroom.
as soon as possible. This
He deleted that part. We have the.
Oh, I guarantee if
Pause
Melon went
video.
live tonight, Nick would
Watched
be
it.
there. I agree.
I downloaded it from his channel for our clip channel. I just
My God, Kick is
searched
fucking
it.
awful.
I'm pretty sure he fucking deleted the video. He deleted it. He deleted it. 100%. Deleted it.
Now, some of you guys
Deleted
wonder what
that
I'm doing when I'm
news
touching the other
article.
cups.
100%.
You're trying to figure out how runny
And
the
it's
paint
this
is.
video, however this starts, I just went through.
I'm looking for a certain consistency.
He trimmed it from the front
There
of
we
his
go.
video, so the video actually starts.
Oh, stop
Cheating.
that
Right here.
information. Wow. That's fucking the Sherlock Holmes scheme moment.
Oh my god!
So
someone double check
He
for me.
delivered this time.
Wow. I was like, wait, I swear I remember that.
Kakamuka's saying it's still up, but is that part been trimmed from the
Okay,
video?
is
or
that
what?
part still up? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right.
Let's see. Well, we'll see. But
over Apollo Legends' death.
I have a lot to learn about
proves that he
technique.
was
Oh, I
using
understand. I
that
do. I know
news
that.
article
I don't claim to be the technique
to
master.
Fuck it. He's like, oh look, it was actually the news that got it wrong. Yeah, but you used it in your fucking video,
knowing that it was wrong.
Exactly.
Filed his lawsuit. I released a video in September 2021 titled I'm Being Sued
What
and
the
Cancelled,
fuck?
where I announced that I was officially being sued. In that video, I specifically state that I'm not going to talk about what the lawsuit was about. Normally, I'd give you a full breakdown of this kind of thing, but because this one involves me, I'm going to keep my cards a lot closer to my chest. What I will tell you is that I am being sued for defamation, and the amount of damages being sought is $450,000. I will definitely be giving you updates as we go, but I don't want to give out too many details or strategies before I use them in court. After this, I didn't talk about my lawsuit at all for over a year. And during this time, news outlets were posting articles about how Billy was suing me for cheating. Again, this wasn't because I said this. I wasn't even talking about my lawsuit at all. These articles...
But you use the articles.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything to dispel this general
Do I even have a
sentiment,
butter dish?
because this general sentiment
There we go. That
is
was a little
beneficial.
clogged up there.
And
Here we
it's
go.
like if everybody is like talking like, oh, this is what it's about, this is what it's about, wouldn't you feel some need to correct it if you have such integrity, if you're such a good journalist, Carl?
Yeah.
Were being written because reporters were reading the court documents where these issues were being argued. And I wasn't going to go out of my way to draw attention away from the cheating allegations either. Part of my defense was that
you'd
Billy
lose
wasn't anything else as a
on
reputation
the other
as a
allegations.
cheater. And when you think about Billy Mitchell, people don't think about that one brief claim I made in a video in 2021 and then retracted. They just associate
they
him with
think about
cheating
that.
and abusing the legal.
Goddamn, why is the casino running so shitty tonight? Tell me everybody else is having this problem, not just me.
System. The fact that so many people didn't even know about the Apollo Legends settlement claim is evidence of that. Then in 2022, Billy sent me a third concerns notice because of a video I released in April regarding one of Billy's witnesses accusing him of extortion. And he followed that up with another lawsuit, of which he sent to my lawyers and told them he was going to file it against me. And then he sent me a fourth
There's no way that this could have been settled before this point. And he just dug in his heels and thought that he could just get away with this and grift off of it.
And he's still digging in his heels
Yes.
right now.
The first one had already cost $200,000
Don't worry,
in the
guys.
first year alone. So if Billy filed the
we're definitely going to do PWR tonight. We're definitely getting into the Idubbbz stuff. Don't worry, we've got lots of time. Lots of time.
Yeah,
I feel good.
Yeah, we're having fun, guys.
second and third lawsuits, there was no way I could afford to defend myself. I had Billy Mitchell, the guy who had already sued multiple people for exposing his cheating and who had already sued me once before, telling me he was going to sue me 2 more times, and the reasons were insane. They were obvious abuses of the legal system. I felt I had no choice but to create a GoFundMe, and I advertised it in a video called Billy Mitchell Has Gone Insane and I Need Your Help. In that video, I clearly explain what is happening and why I'm creating the GoFundMe. Every single word I said in that video was true, and all of this is explained in the video. I understand that this was several years ago, so I don't blame anyone for not the first lawsuit that ultimately went to trial. It was because of Billy's constant legal threats against me.
Shut the. You can't do that because that was.
It's a lie by omission. Yes, exactly.
That was implying it was about the cheating thing. It wasn't about the fucking second complaint. This is ridiculous, dudes.
Yeah, all Carl managed to do is sound like a big piece of shit in this, based on how the lawsuit unfolded. So, fuck him. Fuck Carl.
Most of them having nothing to do with Apollo Legend. This video got a lot of attention at the time.
Wait. Hang on. You get a complaint for a possible lawsuit and you started a GoFundMe? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
The lawsuit hadn't even started yet. So you start raising money. And now you say, oh, it's frivolous lawsuits. Okay, did you refund any of that money on that first year of the GoFundMe when you found out that that first complaint was a lie and he wasn't going to actually sue you? No, you kept it up. And then the second complaint, you're like, well, I got the money from the first complaint. Are you kidding me?
So there we go.
Way for me to know that at the time. And it was possibly even because of the success of the GoFundMe that Billy ended up back.
He's just like filibustering and just throwing shit at the wall and hoping that something sticks to make people think that he didn't scam them. But none of it makes any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Down. People are now using the fact that Billy didn't go all the way through with his threats to say that the GoFundMe was a scam. But I was just responding to actions taken by Billy and protecting myself.
There we go, chat.
And the money was used exactly for the purposes that I said it would
now.
be, which was to help cover legal fees.
Let's see what we can do.
That this whole thing was only ever about a.
Let's see what we can do.
Oh, but the people wanted the cheating shit to be the reason. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Apollo Legend, which ironically is a narrative that started with Billy Mitchell, is completely false. And if that were the case, Billy would not have taken action against me on 4 separate occasions, with 3 of those having nothing to do with Apollo Legend. That is why I never thought this whole thing was actually about Apollo Legend.
So.
I had been threatened and was dealing
Look
with
at that.
I gotta say, were any of
Look at this chat. What?
Oh,
not like that.
Brought to court.
Ah, pow! Look at that.
Weren't right.
Yeah. Look at that block.
Yeah,
of
the only one that was proceeded with was this one, right? So I don't know, man.
Don't see it.
Actions from Billy that were related to cheating.
That's from my saying he never updated his audience who gave him money once he knew, because he knew that.
Pretty good overall. Pretty good overall. We'll get this last one out.
He would get less money and.
There we go. So that's how that works. Shopping Ninja. Yep. God, why does this not... I hate this damn thing.
I said I'm not getting into it. Okay.
Let's turn the quality down.
Evidence against you.
Billy's lies, and I deny that I actually said Billy took Apollo Legend's life, because I didn't. But I wasn't trying to hide the fact that the lawsuit was related to Apollo Legend.
Listen, is he trying to get fucking sued again? Like, I just don't understand. Like, at this point, the guy's only hope, his only prayer, is that Billy does what he did with Apollo Legend and doesn't, like, rape his wallet.
There we go, chat.
Everything that it's worth, and gives him a break.
So the putty worked overall. We got a little bit of spillage, but I'm going to repaint these a different gray color anyway. We have like a light gray I'm going to shove in there in a second. So we'll work on those very quickly.
Let it go.
Why
I
are they
think
on
there should be a
kick? Because they
class
get
action
kicked off of
lawsuit, to be
YouTube.
honest.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have even made this video or say directly that it was.
And they make
of
more money
course,
on
I do
Kick
also say that the
than Rumble.
allegations of cheating are relevant because they were being argued as well. After I promoted the GoFundMe in this video, it quickly reached $200,000, at which time I closed it and stopped accepting donations, which was almost a year before we went to trial. So throughout 2024, as I began talking about the trial more and more, the GoFundMe was already closed and I wasn't accepting money from the public. I have seen people point to the description of the GoFundMe and say that it didn't provide enough information or exact details about what the lawsuits and threats were about. And in that regard, I totally understand if people think that was bad practice or an issue. I can only apologize and say that I didn't give the description much thought. As I said, I only mentioned or linked to
Okay. His excuse is, listen, I didn't give the description much thought. Sorry.
GoFundMe in 2 videos outlining things in much more detail, which I assumed people had already watched. Though if I knew the description should have included everything, I would have absolutely no problem.
No shit. It should have.
God.
You're asking for money. You fuck.
Doing just that. The fact that so many people got upset or felt misled after the judge's decision and I lost the lawsuit came as a huge shock to me. There was a lot of reporting being done around the time of the trial, and no backlash occurred then when it was also very clear what the trial was about. And I've had many people tell me they always knew exactly what the lawsuit was about and they don't feel misled. So it would be very easy for me just to claim that people...
there's a few people that told me they weren't misled, like a very small minority. That means that the vast majority who felt like they were misled are wrong. Fuck off.
Are only upset because I lost and Billy won, which is not the outcome everyone wanted. But I don't think that's entirely true either. I never said that Billy Mitchell sued me.
Why can't he just admit that he misled them? You know, and say, or at least say my intention wasn't to mislead you, but I did, and I fucked up. You know, even that would be a lie because he did intentionally mislead them by this omission, 100%.
What's that?
For cheating, but I also did not repeat or draw attention to the original claim that got me in trouble, nor did I constantly remind people that the lawsuit related to Apollo Legend, not because I was trying to scam anybody or mislead people, but because I believed it would have been detrimental to my case. I was very happy to talk publicly about Billy threatening to sue me for calling him a cheater, and to go into detail about how much of a cheater he is, because all of that is true. Despite the fact that he had threatened me multiple times for calling him a cheater, I was not afraid to continue making that claim. And I was happy to discuss his cheating, even when it related to my currently ongoing lawsuit, because it was one of my defenses.
It's not. It's just it's not about that. Just keep playing it. We just gotta get through this.
Yeah.
When it came to Apollo Legend, this was a different story. I made a claim that included information that was not true. I didn't accuse Billy of murdering Apollo or causing his death, so I don't think I should have lost the lawsuit. But at the end of the day,
you said that the reason that he was pushed to suicide was because of the
Billy.
He had to pay fucking Billy money.
I said something that was not accurate, which I admitted to and corrected years ago. And I was never going to repeat it because the internet doesn't work like we want it to work. If I drew more attention to Billy's claims about what I said, more people would have repeated it and it would have been used against me in court. For example,
no, paid attention to it and said you were a retard and fucked up, people would go, oh, he was lying about that. It's like, oh, I didn't want to bring it up because then people would think that it was
That
true.
would not count
That
as
if
you
said that you were
republishing a
wrong,
retraction. You dumb
give
fuck.
me a break.
All
right,
team
so we're gonna
called
agree
through
up
thousands
this.
and thousands of
We're gonna
comments
agree
on
up
two
the
most critical
cockpit
videos.
Counter Bon Clay is saying here, he goes, how would telling people what the actual point of the lawsuit was harm your lawsuit? Because it wouldn't, but it would definitely harm the goodwill and charity and the generosity of people donating, right? Like,
exactly.
Straight up.
Pretty much.
So much.
About Billy Mitchell, which were released years after my video. They found a handful of comments that related to Apollo Legend, and then without any causal link, claimed that they were a direct result of my video. Even though there was no mention of me or my channel, and we don't know who these people are or why they are making these comments, the judge ruled that I'm responsible.
Yeah, you fucking. Oh, I wonder where this the stock came from. The 2 million view video.
Essentially, it didn't seem to matter if people may have come to this conclusion independently, and it didn't seem to matter if there was no evidence linking their conclusion to my original video.
It's the grapevine effect. Stop, bro. Stop. So this all just, it was out of thin air, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had nothing to do with any of this. Come on.
Not like you
man.
read a fucking Reddit
Oh my
post and made a
God.
fucking video with 2 million views on
Yeah,
it.
man,
Every
all from
single
a Reddit
comment was
post.
entirely
Jesus
placed
Christ.
upon me. The judge even flat out stated that no comments of this nature were ever made before my video. And not only is this one of the reasons the damages might have been so high, but it seemed to be used as proof that every comment was because of my original video. But I disagree with this statement, as there were plenty of
Doesn't
comments well
matter.
before my video ever came out
Well, you're wrong in this case.
saying that Billy was responsible. So you can see how dangerous even mentioning Apollo Legend would have been. That was my
That's all
reasoning for not
cope.
repeatedly bringing up Apollo Legend.
That's
Though
all cope, Carl.
evidently, my behavior of talking about the lawsuit so many times without reminding people explicitly what it was about led to many people being confused. And if you're one of those people, I sincerely apologize. I just hope that you can consider that it was not done intentionally to mislead you or for
Wait, bring
nefarious
it back.
purposes.
There's the
I al-
apology.
So here's the apology. Let's break down this apology. What did he just apologize for?
Okay, let's go back.
confused. And though evidently my behavior of talking about the lawsuit so many times without reminding people explicitly what it was about led to many people
Whoa, reminding them explicitly what it was about? You never told anyone what it was explicitly about. Ever.
Yeah,
In fact,
never.
he said, I can't talk about this section in particular.
No, this is all bullshit by Carl.
Because it has to do with a case.
Bro, he never told anybody it was about Apollo Legend.
No.
Nowhere in this timeline did he tell anybody.
Oh my
Bro.
God.
being confused. And if you're one of those people, I sincerely apologize. I just hope
So
that you can consider
basically, if you're a big dumb dummy idiot, then I apologize for your stupidity and ignorance.
Wow. Yeah, turn off the hentai torrent. No. Trying to download redo of Healer. Leave me alone.
Fuck
Right.
him, dude.
that it was not done
Fuck
intentionally to
you.
Fuck you, Carl. You piece of shit, dude.
mislead you or for nefarious purposes. I also made the mistake of reposting news articles covering my lawsuit because all of the reporting that was done before the trial focused on the cheating allegations, and that wasn't the full story.
God, he's such a piece of shit.
So why didn't you give people the full story? Just apologize. Holy
You know
fuck.
what? I'm going to even say this. Here's my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. It's not 100% true. It's just what I feel. You fuck. How about that, bitch? Well, we have to fucking. Oh, okay, yeah, he made a mistake. Oh, poor innocent. Carl, I think that you knew what you were doing the entire time to mislead your audience.
As
But
I
does
said
he-
before,
does he provide such grace and charity to the people that he's gone after? Did he give like
No.
completionist any sort of grace or any sort of charity regarding, not that he deserved any, but it's like if you don't extend that to others, why do you expect it will be extended to you?
Yeah. You know?
I had so many
Not to dodge a lawsuit. I'm just saying, my opinion is I think he did this all on purpose.
threats regarding
I
the
do
cheating
think that.
allegations that I believed Billy's true motivations were to shut me up about the cheating videos. And the lawsuit did actually involve Billy denying
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so he's showing the. Oh, look, the one grayed out.
were to shut me up about the cheating videos. And
But the lawsuit wasn't about that, so that doesn't even it makes no sense.
Listen, maybe you should have just shut the fuck up about it. Like how long did this obsession and saying stuff that wasn't true? Had you just stuck to things that you knew were true instead of going out on a limb on this shit to try and paint him as the devil, you would have been fine.
By the way, I want to say this too. People are like, "Oh, why I think so upset?" Here's why. It's because of his pompous attitude. Imagine,
he's really arrogant.
Ashton, imagine after the completionist arc. Imagine completionist's video after being caught was actually, guys, I still had the money, and if you believe I was stealing it, that's on you because I'm gonna donate.
So
no, he was like, "I'm sorry, guys.
go for it. How you doing,
I know
man?
It's over," and like he was like crying about it.
We are making
Carl's here.
progress
He's
on the
king of
MiG.
world. We're all wrong because he
We
can't
gotta start
explain it.
painting the
So it did actually
bigs.
involve Billy denying those cheating allegations ever happened. However, I should have made it more clear that the lawsuit wasn't mainly about cheating. I just didn't know how to do that without jeopardizing my defense. And I also carelessly
Yeah, I don't buy that.
assumed most people already knew what the lawsuit was about anyway, because I had said it in one of my videos. If I truly understood the impact my actions would later have on people, I would have been much more careful. Obviously, in hindsight,
Well, I shouldn't have killed those people, but it wasn't in my nature. So I just had, like what a retarded thing. So you're saying you're just a stupid, unthinking animal that's incapable
Basically.
of correcting your behavior? Well, maybe they should take your fucking house then. Maybe that's the only thing that will cause you to understand and comply. I don't know.
The legal defense. I was retarded.
channel for multiple years. So, of
Yes.
course, I felt compelled to talk about it. I should have just found a way to be more transparent if I were to discuss it. And I can understand fully if you are disappointed in my actions, especially if you donated to the GoFundMe. If you weren't really following the trial closely and don't have much information about what happened during it, and all you're currently reading is news about the judgment,
It's all your fault. It's actually your fault there. Not like I made 20 videos.
Yeah, that's
and
the
it should have
sad
been more
part here. He's
clean.
blaming everyone
I mean,
else.
this is the thing: is
It's
the
your
number
fault for
one
not
person who's
understanding.
responsible for communication between him and his audience. In fact, the only person who's responsible for communication between him and his audience is him. It's not the responsibility of anybody else to communicate accurately with your audience but yourself. And you own what's the difference between being 1 million in the hole and 1.5 or 2 million in the hole? Because it's both, like, you can't pay it anyway. So I guess you may as well like Hail Mary it.
No, you can't. Look, 9 nights. You can't file
You can't
for
with
bankruptcy.
a legal judgment. It's not dissolved through bankruptcy, similar to student loans.
Yeah.
It has to be enforced, and there's interest on it.
Oh,
Massive interest.
yeah. There's no. There's
or
no
drama videos saying that I
bankruptcy.
lied about everything, I'd suggest remaining skeptical for the time being. I will wait until the dust settles before discussing what happened during trial in more detail, but at some point, I definitely will. And hopefully at that point, you will have a better understanding about why I was so confident I would win. And it's also possible that you might even agree that this judgment is simply crazy once you have all of the details. I will say one thing though, the judge
This is the
found
Nicker
Billy Mitchell to
Catico.
be a credible witness.
Okay.
Okay, you're felted.
You're not credible. So what does that say about you? What does that
And
say
essentially-
about you? That the judge preferred Billy Mitchell to you. You ever think about how fucked that makes you look?
Yep.
Accepted his full oral testimony as fact, despite our many attempts to show that Billy is a liar. For example,
But
we have
it was fact.
Billy on video in
No,
2023
But just because somebody lies about what doesn't necessarily mean that they're lying about this, bro.
Especially when it's on video.
during his Twin Galaxies deposition, saying that the effect I've had on him is minimal.
Did the actions that Carl Jobson, David Race, and Jeremy Young and Jeff Harris take also cause you emotional distress?
Let's see how that.
I won't go into much detail until the very end. There are so many lies, but again, I won't go into much. This judgment might not be based on truthful evidence, but again, I won't go into much detail until the very end. People may be upset because I wasn't transparent enough and they had the wrong idea about the lawsuit. And I can appreciate people are angry because I lost. I made a ton of
Not why people are angry.
No, I mean
There
it
we
is.
go.
It is that he fucking lost. He lost to Billy
Well,
Mitchell.
And that like it wasn't what people thought it was for. Too.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If he had won,
Kind of lied
and people
too.
found out that it wasn't for what he claimed,
Everyone would be happy still.
everybody would still be happy still.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is he took a losing issue to court that he was warned was a losing fucking issue, and he persisted with it to the bitter end and lost everybody's money to Billy Mitchell. And that's why people are fucking pissed. It's pathetic.
There we go,
that he
chat.
fucking
We're
lost.
working on it, getting them
Sad.
painted out.
Of mistakes, and I am a great example of what not to do when you're being sued. And ultimately, I am the one that will.
Well, at least he recognizes his one contribution to the world. He is an example of what not to do.
Also need to pay the biggest price. In certain areas, I'm just an idiot, and I have a habit of saying things that rub people the wrong way. Of course, if I could go back and do things differently, I would. But some other things people are saying about me are just crazy and appear to me to be completely in bad faith. Like people are spreading this screenshot
Bad
long
faith?
after the trial had finished and using it to try and claim that I used AI in my defense or as part of my strategy, when all this is me and some friends having some fun and seeing what AI would say.
What do you mean? Like you're having fun about the lawsuit that ruins your family and your finances forever?
Well, the thing is, though,
God.
the dates are on here. We know when the time frame was. Okay,
I
so
don't know.
you-
This is stupid.
Yeah, you thought AI.
Many people are taking advantage of the worst experience of my life to go after me for things that are just outrageous. And it sucks because on one hand, I want to defend.
Is that not your job? What you do to people on YouTube all the time?
And my
The thing is, it's good for the goose. It's good for the gander, right? If you did it to other people, you can't cry when it happens to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the other hand, I totally agree that I made a lot of mistakes. I said things publicly I shouldn't have said that made me look bad. So I do deserve to be called out for those things. But other things are just flat out wrong or just complete lies. And if I spend too much time debunking lies, it will come across as if I think I bear no responsibility for what happened.
You already
which is
say
not the
that.
case. So I won't. I'll just say that I hope reasonable people can understand that out of context screenshots may not be indicative of what is really going on or how I really
The
feel.
apologies for something that's not even what the main crux of people's anger is.
This experience has been extremely painful. However, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's been a huge wake-up call, and there are many lessons for me to learn. So assuming I do adequate
Yeah.
self-reflection and I grow from this, I think it will ultimately be good for this channel. I'm more motivated than ever to move on and focus on producing good content and keeping myself out
you're
of trouble.
not moving on. You're saying you're filing an appeal. I don't know, man.
So if you never really cared about this Billy Mitchell stuff and just want to watch some entertaining YouTube videos on cheating and speedrunning, this will be great news for you. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported me for the past few years. I can assure you that you have made this process much easier than it would have been, not only for me, but for my family as well. And I'm truly sorry to everyone I let down by not handling this as well as I could have. Thanks for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I do
Can't
hope that I
even
get to
say absolute legends. It's over. It's over.
see you in
All
the
right.
next video.
Well, that's Carl Jobs. Now, a lot of you have been chanting PWR.
Let's take a minute here.
PWR.
Let's take a minute to
All right,
use
you
a-
want to
I-
take?
yeah,
you
I-
wanna
I
take
got-
a
gotta
minute break?
piss and
All
grab
right,
a
we'll do a quick break. We'll come back. We're gonna do PWR. We're gonna do Idubbbz, and then we'll probably go into the post show after that because those segments are gonna be fairly long.
And if you're wondering,
we might do review tech too. It's kind of short. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, comments on that video are brutal. People are raping him, obviously.
Should we Oh, read the people
savaged him
Yeah,
badly.
You know what? Let's just real fast. It is
Let's
it is
quickly
funny.
have a
Carl
look.
got lit
I have
up
them all- I have
bad.
them all screen caps. So
Let me tell you
Carl
guys.
Jobs is gonna have a field day with this. Oh man, when it doesn't start with "Hello, you absolute legends," you know it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Sideshow Bob stepping on rake skiff. I'm
Pretty
in
much.
crippling debt, you absolute legends.
Yeah, so here we go. That's some shit right there.
I feel like when it comes to lawsuits, YouTubers are never truly prepared to actually go through. And no, they're not.
I say this as a
say
fan.
that-
You gotta shut the fuck up when you're in a lawsuit, especially after you lost and want to appeal.
There we go, chat. How we're looking.
Lady Justice wears.
I got to work on these edges here, and that's driving me a little mad.
Concealed third monitor.
Speed run, like a blindfolded run, cheating.
Billy Mitchell's lawyer is already drafting a concerns notice about this video.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is why I have to always say allegedly, brah.
Okay.
All
right.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is great. Okay. You know, there are a lot of things I could say, but I think this is the most concise way to put it. If this were someone else and this is the video they made, you would be donking on them for it. You actually made me agree.
What's a
with
drinking
Billy
bird?
on
I don't know.
something. And I'm not sure I'll be able to forgive you for that sin.
By the way, my one-eyed wonder weasel for 5 subs.
The one-eyed wonder weasel.
This basically sums it up right here.
Pretty much. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more, guys. Huge night here. The Good Friday Spectacular.
It's been fucking keynote, guys. All right, thank you. And we'll see you in a second. Let's put on the funnies.
It actually has been pretty keynote tonight.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X-Net Y-axis, tip me, so I could catch up on back taxes, making large stacks, refunding chargebacks, and my laugh sound like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch, 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I want to have chill streams. No detractor memes, bathroom breaks, playing WWE, relax and chill session of Street Fighter 3. Like a man my vibe back from 2017. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. I'm the one who just filed for bankruptcy. I'm the one who didn't pay my taxes. I'm the one. Me. I'm the one who masturbated in front of children. I'm the one who got 4th place at Evo. I'm the one with a 10-year legacy. I'm the one. Me. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there.
Oh man, what a show today, guys. Psycho isn't around tonight, I don't think. So possibly no post show. Thoughts?
Oh wow, no post show.
Kidding,
That's
just kidding.
interesting.
All right.
I'll still do it.
All right. Here we go.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, all right.
Worski almost
All
pulled
right,
a potato.
let's get into this PWR.
Okay.
Let's get hot. Let's get fired up. By the way, just starting off.
Okay.
DSP
I love
versus
PWR
too. DSP only 179.
There we go, chat. That's looking like $1 million
compared to the 400 strong in the PW army. Bring it up, DSPL. And by the way, when we go through this fucking video and we see the support, he easily quadrupled Phil's goal.
Really?
Easy. He was getting $100 donos, man.
Well, Phil
Wow.
got $32.
Sheesh.
So a
All right.
quadruple would be 120. Wait. Yes,
That's
120.
awesome.
Wow, math.
Shit.
Actually, I was
Good
like,
for
oh my God,
PWR,
this is
man.
All right. All right. Let's have a look here.
I'm going.
Let me just.
Whoa! He's bald. He's bald.
I'm gonna lower you here. Raise the vol. Yeah, just try talking for a second so I can see where.
Test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Full Austin tonight.
Much
I got
better.
my full Austin
Sorry.
tonight.
Is
What
that
full
what you're
Austin?
calling
Yeah.
your boss? Look at the shape of his fucking head, bro. Holy.
You got the twisted mind background. Let's go. Let's go.
I am going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing it. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be taking my mom and another family member out to dinner.
Wow.
It's like what a massive
hair.
All right, bring it back. It's the cope. Okay, bring it back 2 seconds. And so I just want to point out, like, before this started, I said in the intro, this guy couldn't even afford food. He was begging his mom to buy him Burger King. He was broke as a joke. Now, thanks to the hot young dudes in the PW Army, their positivity, their support, their generosity, he's now able to take his mom out for a nice meal. What a huge win. Like, so wholesome and
That's so nice.
positive.
By the way, on the last show we did, watching fucking Phil, what did he say? I don't know if I could ever see my parents ever again until they're dead.
And PWR was disgusted by that. He couldn't believe that the other product was saying such things.
That's what everyone mean. I'm like, other product. What is everyone talking about in chat? Oh, the other product.
I still got hair. See?
Look at him. He's claiming he still has hair. Bro, come on. Come on. The cope.
I got
the
ketchup
cope.
effing chips.
And he's got ketchup
chips.
chips.
I love ketchup
Let's
chips.
go, ketchup chip bros. Americans will never, ever have ketchup chips, no matter how many tariffs Trump piles on or how he tries to break our spirit and our will. We will not be moved because we have
Ketchup chips are disgusting.
People say you do. Do you have the Lay's one? Tell me.
They don't have shit.
Press 1 if you have Lay's. Press 2 if you have Humpty.
All dressed
Dumpty.
chips or whatever they call them are fucking
Elbows
disgusting.
up.
Remember the Humpty Dumpty fucking ketchup chips?
Buddy, does anybody does Humpty Dumpty still make shit? I guess they still have the cheese sticks.
I hope
around.
their factory burnt down. Like
Oh,
it's
always so low level. Like,
yeah, it's like the worst version. Like worse than Great Value. Like, geez.
I don't know if it was as bad as Great Value, but it's not great. Like the Humpty Dumpty, to me, none of their products were good, except I do like the onion rings that they make. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
I
the
think those are
poofy
pretty
ones,
good.
like the chip
yes,
ones.
like the puffy
What's it
onion
called?
ring chip. They're pretty good. They're
but-
saying the party mix. The
what do they
party
call
mix is okay. The party mix is okay.
I remember. Here's how I Funyuns. That's
They're
it,
like Funyuns, but they're not
They're
Funyuns.
almost like
They're way better than Funyuns.
Oh, yeah.
Funyuns fucking blow.
By the way, so here's my memory with fucking the Humpty Dumpty. In elementary school, grade 7 or something like that, right? They'd have pizza party, like, oh, but on Friday we're gonna have a pizza day. Pizza day. I'm not
Pizza
not
day.
taking a shot at Josh. It was actually like the Friday was like a pizza day every like once a month. You'd pay for pizza and then you could buy, you put a check mark on what you're buying. You bring in the money in a little fucking Ziploc bag, and they'd have ketchup chips. So you'd I'm having a fucking bag of those, right? Throw in $1, and then ketchup fucking chip day with pizza. Humpty Dumpty. Everyone's pissed off. A class full of kids going, "What the fuck is this shit?" Anyway,
Right from the Canada, dude. The ketchup effing chips. I'll read this out. So this is incredible. I mean,
All right, there we go, chat.
Has super tried.
I think we're pretty good.
I usually give this to the other product, but you're way young and hot. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm only probably about,
No.
few years younger than the other product, so I'm getting up there.
That was
Heck, I
a
hear
dono
too.
that should have been for Phil, but Phil missed out. Didn't get a penny of it, because he's old and he's cold. But PWR is young and hot. So hot.
Is because I'm
All
one,
dressed
right?
chips are like
Nerds.
mustard
Calling
and
yourself
ketchup
a
flavored
nerd?
chips.
Self-felt
Fucking
alert.
disgusting.
Self-felt alert.
It's a Canadian
Self-felt
thing.
alert. Have you ever had them?
Not the gummy ones.
Oh, you gotta have them, bro. You gotta have them. They're so fucking,
Really?
bro. It may be my new favorite for like the last couple years. I've been on the Nerds Gummy Cluster train.
Oh yeah,
I've been
no, I
on
have
the
had that.
bandwagon.
I think with you. I remember like bought a bunch of 10. I
Yes.
love Nerds on the Rope.
Nerd Rope is really, really good. Yeah.
Oof.
It's similar to that. It's similar to that.
Yeah.
Nerds. I like, dude.
Nerds on the
I was
go?
awake for like 3 days in a row. I did get some sleep
Okay.
last night.
By the way, so
but-
this guy, he's because he's been streaming, he's been so fired up. He's got such adrenaline from streaming. The guy's been up for 3 straight days. But he still has this level of entertainment, charisma. It's like unreal. Unlike Styx Hexenhammer, who has pretend insomnia, which is actually just alcoholism and fucking degeneracy. This guy is just so fired up for people. And it's like, Styx, even if you were not awake for 3 days, like, how come his brain is working better than yours, bro?
Yeah.
dude.
I know that feeling too when you're like have your like first taste of success and money and shit. You're like, it's hard to sleep. You sleep like 1 or 2 hours.
Dude, the energy from that last few streams was just crazy. Yeah, if it's butt, it's butt. You know, if it's a woman, if it's a femboy, you know, you got.
Whoa,
No, hang on. You
Hold
know
on, it's not the same.
You what, Nate?
You are if it's a girl or if
Yeah,
it's a
that's
femboy.
we need to rewind that one
is
back a
the
little there,
woman's
Chad.
ass and one's a man ass, buddy.
Hell no.
Whoa, hell
Hell
no. PWR.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Hell no to the no.
Warning me at my
Hell
gate, but I really
no.
don't care because I live like an hour away.
Get ready for this.
But
This
I
is
was
a
gonna
great
go
idea.
to like my neighborhood, you know, and just get out of the car and just walk around, show you kind of some of the places
This is,
I grew up.
bro,
and what
this is
what
the
town-
best idea ever.
The
He's got to
IRL
do this. He's gonna do a whole stream where he's walking around his childhood home.
That's space.
And he's showing us all the places he used to go, and he's gonna tell us these stories. This lore dump is gonna be fucking awesome. Please, PWR, you got to do it, bro. Don't listen to the people who are telling you it's dangerous or whatever. This is fucking awesome, and this is what we need. This is the fresh new face of the sector, bro.
You know what he has
This
to
is
do?
the young hot.
Knock on the door. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, I used to live
Do you
here.
mind if I come in and film?
Yeah, film, you know.
town is like, and just a few things like that. I thought that'd be kind of cool.
I won't
You
go
really
bad at
consider
all.
the casino-
Yeah, PWR, don't do that, by the way. Do not do that.
No, do it. What are you doing? Oh man,
Get
buddy.
swatted. Like, no.
No, I don't think he means he's gonna do a stream. I think he's just gonna film.
Oh, yeah. If he's going to film it, then it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That's all I can say. You know, I want to give them the respect and just not get into it too
So
much.
he's talking about Kino Casino. He's saying the collaboration is in talks, and we're going back and forth, negotiating the terms. It's being hammered out,
Planning.
folks. And he's being very reasonable. He's being very positive about the whole thing. His biggest concern, though, he's saying, is his safety. He's worried that we're going to murder
I'll
him
protect
or
him. Oh,
sell him
us?
off to human traffickers. But what I said to him is, it's like, bro, like we've done crossovers with Jaden. We've had people like we've done this before, and
We're-
nobody got hurt.
You know what I mean?
So-
like, no.
So we're
we'll protect
professionals,
them.
and the thing is, if we were to snake him, it would be so bad for us. Everybody would be like, "You guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You're dirt
With
bags."
DSP, it's funny. With him, it's like, why?
No, he's a great
He's
guy.
actually a nice
he's a
guy,
fucking,
like-
he's an absolute legend, and he deserves to live the high roller life.
Yeah,
So-
Croc did get hurt. That's true. Was it
Well,
remember Croc farted and the fart smell just never left?
Oh, bro, well, he shit his pants, and we checked his pants, and there was shit. Do you remember? I pulled down his fucking pants and checked.
That stream was fucking Kino. Oh.
Yeah, give your body, give your soul. heart to WE. It's that time of year.
Okay.
You have to
He
really
just
come
said
forward
that
as a fan.
you need to give your body, your heart, and your soul to WWE because it's WrestleMania. I guess that's what we're expected to do during WrestleMania weekend is give up our souls for the business there.
And not be afraid and say, I'm a wrestling fan and it's WrestleMania. And I'm not going to get asked this weekend. I'm going to get pizza. I'm going to spend all weekend, watching trailer park trash content.
Okay. Hey,
Let's
this
go.
is the best. This is the bro. That's so
I'm
fucking
doing my
funny,
cheat day
bro.
on WrestleMania.
All right, chat. So cleaning up the edges here. I'm just working through them.
The day as well as too.
He's like we as wrestling fans, we have to admit we're getting no butt, no ass.
Yeah.
We're just ordering pizza, sitting there watching trailer trash garbage.
I'm
That's
gonna
so
be doing
funny,
fucking
bro.
pizza.
He's telling the truth.
And
No,
fucking,
you're ordering pizza.
Honestly, pizza's good.
There we go.
People exaggerate
You're now
how
on
bad
the.
it is.
Oh yeah, they're
you
gonna
used to
snake
be
him
the
too.
biggest pizza
I think
hater there
PWR
fucking
understands
was.
I
that.
don't eat fast food anymore, but
I believe in with pizza. I believe in the panzerotti. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I believe in the chicken wings. The
Chicken wings are fucking the best. Are the best.
They,
Oh my god.
they now actually have the best chicken wing out of the major pizza brands in Canada.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut used to be number one for their pizza their wings, but then they removed the breaded chicken wing. And so since they removed the breading, their chicken wings have fucking gone way downhill. Domino's, it's always been
Domino's always been shitty. I agree.
trash. Papa John's wings don't even play, bro. Never ordered a Papa
Oh,
John's
it's the
wings.
worst.
They
Thank
fucking
you.
suck.
What happened to it tastes burnt every time.
It's terrible.
It's
And
a
then you've
weird
got the
aftertaste.
fucking Little Caesars chicken wings. You may as well just
Never even
dump them
tried 'em.
right in the
No.
fucking trash, bro. But the crazy bread at Little Caesars is fire.
Oh, the
And
Mary.
Some of his
Oh, and
takes are
incredible.
good,
How
Chet,
am I
but
supposed to play the
sometimes
game if you're,
he does not understand what he's talking about. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. So we're gonna now catch up the edges on this bad boy here.
giving
All
you so
right.
much support, guys.
They
I
just
can't
kept
believe it.
giving him so
$100.
much money. $100. He got a 70 bomb. You see a 20 bomb right
I swung
there.
by. I saw them all on the
Listen.
top of the.
All right.
The bar, like the YouTube chat there,
So
and it was like
He's
red,
raking
purple.
All of these people used to be donators to Phil, but they've
a
seen
lot.
the light.
Well,
They've seen that the
I don't know
product
about
Phil-
that. I don't think they were all Phil
Be like,
donators.
What the fuck?
You moron. And blaming the audience
Yeah,
for his
or
problems.
Or the like
Or lag.
or lag or something. He's actually like
7-Eleven is higher tier than Little Caesars. I don't know about
learning
that
how to
either.
play without going, oh my god, can you believe that? Why would they program it this way?
Some BK money, dude. I've been eating.
Wow.
It's better that Phil thinks that, yes. So I wish I could show this to you guys, but I can't get the lighting right. And I can't see too well. So with all the black paint, it's a little tough. So hey, Kia Patrick, you were in the Marines. What was your MOS? I think you said it before. I just don't remember it.
That's battable. This game's bad.
Holding this hostage, and I won't take.
Do I have bifocals? No. No, I can't see the light because the black paint is throwing me off.
Money just...
So hold on. I'm gonna refresh this shit. This is getting annoying. But you know, they said I'm not necessary for bifocals. So
very accurate. Very accurate. All
Fuck,
right. And
guys.
then Shango Rangman for 1 sub, Bonnie Bloodworth for a sub, and Big for a sub, and Big Balls for 5 subs.
Gosh, I can't believe it. The support today has been
But we need more.
Unbelievable.
More. We got him another one of the
Yeah.
goals.
I was saying Psycho's not
Cool,
around
thank you for
tonight,
telling
so
me.
I'll be doing something else. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. I have some shit I want to show the
Let's
chat.
go.
It's been a while since I played a game too. I was like, maybe to do a game.
Hungry
But
femboy who
Maybe.
wanted to, you know, throw
I
their
pulled the
hat in
fucking
game.
WrestleMania,
to
the
do some money.
WWE fucking W2K.
I
Yeah.
think the casino will be genuine to you and they want to help you. Well, yeah, like I said,
Yes.
it's only in their benefit. dude.
True.
Like
It
I
is.
think we could pop some big numbers, you know, do something the fans
Huge.
want.
We're going to draw a lot of
want.
dimes.
But you know, if they have alternative motives, like as long as it's not like slitting my throat or selling me into sex trafficking or something like
Okay. Listen,
Whoa, buddy. Like, who do you think we are?
we're gonna slit through this throat.
Well, you know, we're going to sell him into slavery. Holy man.
I don't really care. They can make fun of me all they freaking want. I just don't care.
Let's
I don't really
go.
See, and by the way,
He's such a legend. And he DM'd me and he said, listen, I can take a joke. You guys can make fun of me. Whereas Phil, would he ever say that?
well, he texts you stop because it's a little bit too much, you know.
I mean, let's be real though. Phil was a cock that just laid over and just let me piss in his
but
fucking mouth.
every time we made a joke about him, he would have to do a 45-minute cope session.
Yeah, a whole explanation.
about,
It's
the
like
jokes. Just take
it's
it.
like
Who gives a
who,
fuck?
who gives a fuck? But it was like the detractors would say something and then it would like live rent free in his brain. I have to address it. I have to control the narrative. It's like,
yeah.
buddy, it's impossible for you to control the narrative. Just stop. Just go with the flow. But he's Legato for 5 subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you so much.
Umu Buckaroo has super chatted $2.
Fuck
He's
yeah,
big fun
Umu
boy
Buckaroo.
Ahmad. Yeah, he's
Okay.
He's really reached
Did
out.
you hear that? He's making the femboy a mod. Bring it back.
Okay.
This is where
Funny,
PWR is
all-
like making a big mistake. But later on, he'll recognize the errors of his ways
Oh, really?
in making this femboy a mod. You'll see.
They
Okay.
freaking want. I just don't care. I don't really watch it. Umu Buckaroo has super chatted $2. Please make fun boy a mod. Yeah, he's really reached out. He alternative. Sorry.
This
Can
is
I be
the
a mod?
rhythm of
You know,
the
that's the
night.
great thing. You know, I can have someone who can look at things from both genders. So nothing wrong with that.
Yes, well, one of my friends told me that
So this is the insanity of PWR is that he believes there'll be a better Janny because they're able to understand both genders
I mean,
and therefore make better decisions on who to ban. Now, to be fair, trans and femboys do have a long history of Jannying. Like it's like a sacred lineage that these people, you know, if you can call them that, do offer their janitorial services to everyone throughout time.
For free.
And there's really no janitorial staff that's complete without one. That being said, fuck the Jannies and fuck the femboys.
No.
PWR is going to find out on this call the hard way.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Lifestyle, an alternative lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
And we are all about that, honey. We are alternative girls, okay?
All right.
Wait, this is the truth.
This is the femboy mod has called in.
Oh, no.
And it,
no.
Look at PWR. He's concerned. Look at his eyes have gone so wide. By the way, Rupert Till for 5 subs. Let's go.
Thank you. Holy shit, man. Thank you, Rupert Till.
May I have
Bad love.
permission to jerk off while we
Oh my God.
Oh! Instant fucking karma, buddy. Instant karma, buddy. You make the femboy a mod, and then they're just immediately like, can I goon to you?
I did see this part when he says after. It's really funny. I did see this part.
Dude,
I was watching live.
come on. You try to be accepting. You try to allow people of all lifestyles, all alternate choices, and then you put that crap out there on my air. Like, I'm sorry, you're welcome to enjoy the show, but I'm not going to allow that. You do whatever the hell you want behind the scenes, but
Whoa,
I
hold
don't
on.
want it in front of
He
my
just
audience.
he just gave the femboy permission to goon to him in private. He just doesn't want the gooning to happen publicly. PWR, no, no.
I wanted to ask you, the other day I was listening to you and you were saying that you were thinking about maybe making a fragrance?
Yeah, like I said, I made a song
Okay.
called
He's making his own fragrance.
So yes, so unlike DSP, this man is actually a cologne expert.
Wow.
If you can believe it. And he is planning on designing his own line of fragrances and colognes for men.
Okay. Is DSP going to review it?
fragrance. I bought, I mean, not as much now because I didn't have a lot of money, but I buy Versace, I buy Dior. Like, I'm a big fragrance guy. So
Yeah.
he's
He's a big fragrance guy.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Really? Wow.
Adding it to his product. I don't know.
I totally get it. Listen, us hot young dudes in the PW Army would love to have a cologne by you.
Yeah, I know. That's my dream. But outside the street, and I've
That's
been
your
saying,
dream?
I can't believe
The
that
top
that's his
level
dream.
dream
His
is
dream,
making
that's
a
his-
cologne?
His dream from being a boy was to have his own cologne.
You think it was
brand,
like
if
being
you
a
can believe-
wrestler, making
No.
a video game or something, being a voice actor in a video game or something? No, it's making a cologne.
You know,
It's
somebody
such a,
says-
like,
somebody in chat goes, but if he's renounced his sexuality, why does he need a cologne?
Ooh.
For the hot young dude.
The hot young
you want
dudes,
to smell
that's
good for the.
saying it for years. I was like, my dream goal would be like my own fragrance. So who knows?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the new people in the PW Army would love it. So I think all of us would appreciate a creator like you, PW Army, spraying us privates.
Oh my God. Oh,
He's
come
gonna
on. I
spray
don't know
the
where they come
private.
up with this crap, man. This channel isn't based on sexuality. You know, it's not based on, where, what biological
Not
regions
based
you
on
want to discuss on the
sexuality.
air. And I'm sorry if you're gonna do that. I'm not gonna block them, but I'm gonna hang up the effing call. We got
Dude, go get yourself a nice piece of ass.
oh no, I don't think so.
You can handle it. You're on the come up, dude. You can handle it.
I don't need it.
It's yours to get.
I have an audience, I love what I'm doing. I'm playing
Pod,
classic video
when he
games. Why do I
says when he says I don't need it, it reminds me of like SpongeBob and the tree dome.
I don't need it.
I don't need it. He doesn't need ass, buddy. You need to get some ass.
I actually
buddy.
remember that episode.
need that crap in my
But-
life right
about
now.
the
I
water?
don't need, somebody looking at all the money I'm making and, roping me into all this crap. I love what I'm doing now. So why would I want to get involved in that?
Gino.
crap?
You can find a piece of ass who loves video games, dude.
Then I'd be buying the Switch and the Xbox and all the other crap. I'm sorry.
He's like, I'll stick to emulation, please. Like, I'm not. Oh, you muted yourself.
Like, I'm gonna stick to emulated PC gaming. Thank you very much.
I gotta find the Switch and the Xbox.
Patrician, the Sigma King,
It's funny.
laying
He
down
has
the law.
he has the money now to buy these things, and he's like, no, I ain't gonna waste my
I'm good where I'm at.
He tells Nintendo to suck it.
Ask for the Switch too.
Buddy, do you know how much Mario Kart costs in Canada?
It was 138.
No, well, it's $110 plus tax.
What the fuck? What?
Okay, times 15%.
Ron, how you doing, man?
28.
Or Tony, I'm not sure who it is. Hope you guys are doing well.
128, right?
Yeah, or 124, I think, because it's 13% in Ontario, the HST.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
But if
124.
it's 110, that would be $13 on top of the 10. And
Well, no, it's $14.30, I think. So it's 124.30. I think.
I'm pretty sure
My math is correct. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Listen, I'm doing the math on this.
It's a lot. That's what matters. It's insane.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you for your call.
It's
I
14%?
mean, people think I can get a piece of butt,
13,
and I appreciate
13%.
it.
Fuck that.
Piece of butt.
Gwen B super chatted with 99 effing dollars. Holy crap, dude.
$100
Thank
bucks!
you. Incredible.
Huge.
124.30.
Yeah. So Phil.
Fuck that. I will.
That's
No.
fucking brutal. Now, Donkey Kong is only $99. But it's like, where the fuck are they getting these price points?
Man, PWR is
Straight out of their
dabbing on
fucking ass,
Phil
yeah, the
hard.
game's like a 10-hour game.
Damn.
Buddy,
We'll
please
see.
stop.
My name is Theodore. My friends call me
Value.
Teddy, and I'm a traditional guy.
Listen,
Most people would say
the guy calls in. My name is Theodore. My friends call me Teddy.
No,
I
yeah.
wonder. No, I
I'm
wonder.
a traditional guy. Most people would say I'm conservative.
Wait.
And
Thank you.
I
Incredible.
gotta hear this
my
again.
name
Sorry.
is Theodore. My friends call me Teddy. And I'm a traditional guy. Most people would say I'm conservative.
By the way,
Yeah.
I do.
so funny when Caesar was caught in our chat because someone got him a subscription.
Live with my mom.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
Lives with his
absolutely.
mom. He goes through, I live with my mom. There's nothing wrong with that. This is so funny, bro. Some of these calls are so good, man.
Yes, but I'm considering some alternative lifestyles, and I've been listening to you, and I'm just trying to understand your philosophy of when you say a piece of butt equals a piece of butt. What do you mean by that?
That, whatever your preference is, it should be accepted and celebrated. That's
No.
the way things are now. If a guy wants a
He
woman,
goes,
a guy
that's
wants
the way
a man or an
things are
alternative.
now. You know he doesn't. You know he doesn't really agree with you. He goes, well, that's the way it is now.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
PWR, it doesn't have to be this way, bud.
Listen, we'll red pill him. Don't worry.
Piece of butt, you should, celebrate that.
Okay.
Are we doing the some black guy skeptic?
Oh fuck, we may not honestly. Like, do we save Anissa and shit for Monday
Yes.
and just get out of here after PWR? Do you guys want the Anissa segment?
No, I don't want to end that night with that
You
bitch.
guys
No.
want it tonight?
Yeah, no, we have to do it. We have.
All right,
to.
we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do.
Now there's some black guy video. We don't have to watch the full thing. It's 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
That's not happening. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Realizing as I get older, you do need to celebrate things like this, and you're talking about hot young dudes, and you got me curious, buddy.
Okay.
You got me wondering if maybe
Here it
I
comes.
should. I don't know what I should do. At this
PWR knows
Just get
it's
it
a
out,
troll.
dude. Yeah, I can tell. Just get it out. What do you want to say?
I'm just saying, traditionally, I've leaned towards women, and you got me thinking about hot young dudes.
Okay, well, yeah, if I helped you discover who you really are, I appreciate that, and I'm glad you're coming out
No.
forward with the audience.
Well, I'm gonna keep thinking about it. I'm gonna keep listening to you. Thank you.
All right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, if I can, help people find who they really are, that's incredible. What a great call. Yeah, if you didn't have asked since 2013, smash the like button. Show your solidarity.
That's so good.
Tomorrow I'm taking my family out for dinner, just my mom and another relative, to say thank you for your service. And
thank you for your service.
then we're going to go to Montana.
Thank you for your service, Mom. I took you to Montana.
Link is a hot young dude. Well, I think he's I don't think he's 18, so you can't consider him that. Let's give this guy a chance. He's got a detractor name. Okay, dude. I appreciate your calling, but you have a detractor meme in your name. But what do you got?
Meme.
Let's give you a chance.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, buddy. I've been single for about 5 years.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
On this dating.
Well,
yes. I mean, I'm getting lonely, and I'm over here swiping on this dating app, and
this guy's lost. He's swiping on a dating app.
I got a femboy over here that wants to.
Okay.
What's going on with all the femboy stuff in the PWR community? It's just like very zesty over there.
Police department says it sounds like a homosexual. Like it's a gay lifestyle
the guy
show.
keeps talking about being hot and hot young dudes. I think people may have got the wrong idea about the program.
It's like turned into this gay like.
Should I connect?
I don't know. I'm going to leave that choice up to you. Like I said, I denounced my sexuality, so I'm not the person, to make the choice for you. Yeah, I think you're better off, leaving the whole thing behind you and just living your life openly, doing what you want to do.
Please, just give me a straight up yes or no.
I can't do that. The choice is up to you.
You have free will, buddy.
It's in your hands. Tell me yes or
I'm sorry. I can tell people how to live their life and how it's benefited me.
My life
I can't make that decision for you. You either sample it or you don't. And you'll live with the consequences. So
By the
all I can say, I don't want to see
ancient tree press chat so true, saying it's turned into a public access channel at midnight. It is one of those old Rogers shows where like random people would call it.
people one direction or the other when it comes to sampling a thrill. I don't have any
sampling
interest in that.
a thrill with the femboys.
Spicy punk rocker, would you make a book or tutorial on to renounce butt for $1.99? Maybe I'll release my own story, the whole thing, and just say, tell you all the whole thing. I don't know. That'd be funny though. He's
writing a book.
You gotta realize you gotta have self-value. Like really, you do. Even if you're like me and you're nerdy and you're weird and have an annoying voice, like just be confident in who you are.
What a king.
And just be like, I don't need that crap in my life to be happy.
What a king.
That's what it's really all about. That's all it is.
Wow. That's such a positive message.
I
It's so
know.
meaningful.
Oh,
This guy's the
he
complete
really
opposite
is.
of Phil. All
Great
right,
person.
let's
get
have
into
a
it.
look at the Idubbbz
RTU.
Oh, you want to do
It's
RTU?
a shorter one, no?
Let's have a
It's
quick
very,
look.
very,
So,
very
horror story, everybody. The session is booked for May 8th. He is getting the tattoo of Phil on his ass.
Is Review Tech insane? This
He
is
is.
the dumbest shit.
He's demented. And the craziest part is he's filming the whole thing. He's filming
Is he?
his ass getting tattooed with Phil's face on it. Yeah.
Why is he getting a Phil tattoo? I don't get that.
It's over, man. There it is. The Hudson Valley Tattoo Company has been paid $260. The deposits are
$260?
The deposit is non-refundable.
Well, that's just a deposit?
That's just the deposit. It's gonna cost like $1,000.
Oh my god.
To get branded with Phil? Like, bro, how is this owning Phil? You're branding him onto your body,
No.
you fucking dummy.
Wait, what the fuck? That's
Yeah, for his ass, it might be $3,000.
Yeah, I get it, Rich.
honestly.
That's not enough of an
Like
answer.
the poor fucking
I get
tattoo
rich.
artist that has to be
So-
near RTU's ass for like 3 straight hours.
Unwashed?
Imagine the smell, bro.
Oh man.
They're gonna refuse to do it. Is the
I'm gonna
thing.
be
Once he
sick.
waddles into the fucking office, all blubbery, unwashed, and sweaty, stinking of fucking weed, And BO.
You guys see this
he's
any
gonna
better?
Be refused service.
Oh, okay.
But at least his
I'm getting
daughter
I
won't
got a
have to
stomach
see it.
churn. Oh, here he
All right,
is.
so
Short
here
clip.
we have him just
So-
coping and just having a really tough time because he can't even get 200 viewers. So he's basically Phil tier at this point. Can't even get 200 viewers on a live stream. Look in his eyes. See the feltedness. See the sadness.
It's
see the pain.
concern, dude. Oh man.
See what his daughter cannot.
No, there ain't 300 people watching. There's not even 200 people watching. YouTube's
Oh, wait. Here it is. It's
Here
YouTube's
comes
fault.
the this is the last cope of the cope list. Is that it's YouTube's
Yeah,
fault?
yeah.
Right.
Guys, it's not sending out the
So-
notification bell. You know,
Look straight in the light, but you know it's blown out. Yeah.
Because I just did in YouTube's
Well,
automated
that's the
mind.
problem. It's got to be
because
blown
I
out
just
so I
did
can see.
3 streams in a row. It's like, oh, this user is spamming.
So
That's not
what
how
Rich
it
is
works.
Rich is trying to claim because he did 3 streams on 3 separate days that YouTube views him as spamming and his nobody will.
Yeah, that's what happens, Rich, huh?
Oh, I think
That's
today
Dude, I do
we
3
released
times in a day.
Four videos on YouTube on the clip channel. They all did really well. YouTube doesn't look at quartering. That's his like fucking. That's his bread and
Yeah,
butter.
it's like 5 videos a day plus stream.
Even though I'm not, but
Well, you are spamming technically. Oh, there it is. THC back on the THC.
Yeah,
Thanks.
getting back on the seltzers. Okay, here we go. This is, I think, the quickest amount of time for Rich to break a promise ever. This is Rich today, Rich tomorrow, speed run edition. Let's have a look.
Okay.
I'm the pants pisser.
Wait, so he bought the DSP coloring book, right?
What a mark.
Yeah.
DSP's financial advisor donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Rich, you've already hit the applause 8 times. Any chance you can try a stream without it? Love the content.
Bro.
Sure,
Okay. By the way, he says today he's going to stop right now. So we're going to start the timer and see how long he can go without hitting the applause button. Now, on Rich's stream from the other day, a commenter commented that Rich, did you see this?
Yeah. I think we were
Do you
together.
remember the
screen sharing, remember?
The amount of times that in
Well, you
1
guys can
hour,
see I'm
Rich
lining
hit
out the boxes
I think
here.
it was like
The what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the landing gear doors, shove them in,
and then
paint this all back up again.
And then he
So,
replied with,
that's my
I
plan.
did actually because I'm a fan of his show, but I can't handle it.
He hit the applause button more than once per minute in a 1 hour period.
Oh my god. That's actually twisted.
It is. It is.
How about that?
All right, let's see how long he makes
Right now.
He looks way too old to be streaming, by the way.
Well, he is, man. Who wants to watch this old man?
Oh,
like,
man.
holy.
Well, he does complain about old man
wow.
things too.
This is an intense book. We'll do a few pages of holy shit. This is like, I need like an art degree.
This is like his first Playboy.
Wait, yeah, yeah. It looks he's looking at porn, gay porn mag. By the way, he needs an art degree to color inside of lines that are already drawn.
Oh, come on.
Come
Like, it's
on.
not like he's his daughter. He can see.
To be fair, it's hard to hold a pencil crayon when your fucking fingers are like fucking sausages.
Yeah, you're like a fucking ape. Yeah.
Someone has to edit it to be Mein Kampf.
Oh, thank you, DSP's financial advisor. Well, I have to hit the applause for this. That means you really fucking suck.
37 seconds.
Not
He
even a
makes an
minute.
honest and sincere pledge to his audience to stop. He didn't even make it 1 minute
Buddy.
before lying.
I feel bad for his audience now that he bought the Tard Bell. You know he's gonna overuse
Bro,
it.
it's gonna be just abused.
It's like the whole time.
Thanks for the
There we
money,
go,
dummy.
Jack, at the back ends now.
Really, look at his
I'm the
face. He really is just on pills. Look, This is so old. Look at that. He looks ancient.
Grandpa Richard Matucci, get the walker, buddy. Holy man, he could be 60 years old. It's all gray. Oops, all gray. Look at how sad this is. Like Jay is still sucking Rich's dick.
Come on,
begging
Jay,
to come
stop,
back and edit
man.
for Rich. Like, what is wrong with you,
My
man? Just do your
downfall.
own thing.
Oh, his viewership and like donos are so mid tier, or it's below what it used to be.
Oh man, it's low.
Guys, he made 3 Switch videos that had 10,000 views each. Okay, congrats. That's like nothing. Anyway,
Okay,
that was
and
a
now
quick
we're
one.
gonna have a look at.
We'll save this for
Anissa.
next time.
Yeah, we'll
right?
save it.
Yeah, for
yeah.
Monday. For Monday.
All right, go
guys.
back up to 0.6. We have
There
Denise.
we
Okay, so we're starting off with the content cop reaction. Now, H3H3 did a whole reaction. He had 52,000 live viewers today. As he just went through the entire content cop and dismantled it. And
Wow.
Idubbbz, he leaked the DM.
Some funny parts, actually.
We're gonna have to. We didn't have time to clip it up today, so that'll be on Monday's show. We'll show
50,000
what's
live
relevant
viewers.
from that.
Jesus.
But overall, public sentiment has become increasingly negative about the content cop.
Yeah.
The like to dislike ratio now. Let's have a look.
Okay. There it is.
It is 298,000 likes to 329,000
Ooh.
dislikes. So
By
there
the
are
way,
Wow.
there were some copes where like, oh, that app
Selling your
doesn't
soul to
accurately,
Hassan.
display it.
Good job,
A
Idubbbz.
ton of YouTubers came out and went, no, it's pretty close. It's as close as possible. One of his mods shows like that bar that goes 80, it goes like 82% liked to disliked. But people are like, you screenshotted that like when it was released within the first few minutes. You know what I mean? Now it's like show the behind the scenes now then.
And now people in chat are saying it's over 360,000.
It's way more now.
Yeah, Idubbbz is
You wanna
taking
know
a
why
beating here.
it initially had a big burst of likes at first? Hassan live on the minute he released it and linked everyone to go and spam and hit like.
It wasn't organic, and then there was a bunch of AstroTurf comments and engagement. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's have a look here. Anissa is fucking exposed. So one of the big cruxes of the video is how Anissa is Muslim, she's Arab, she has to face all this discrimination. In fact, Idubbbz claimed that she's 50% Lebanese and 50% Irish. But here we have Anissa herself letting people know in the Discord she's actually 50% Irish, 25% Italian, and only 8% Arabic.
Shut it down.
Which
by the way,
means if we go to the next slide.
can we just talk about the 2 comments in between?
Yeah, so it's common knowledge.
Which means
that
she's a
Anissa
fucking liar.
and Idubbbz engage in golden shower play and all that
my
stuff.
God.
Yeah, man. Idubbbz, there's like a Discord DM where she admits Idubbbz pissed on her in the tub. I'm pretty sure.
In
and she
the
didn't-
tub.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
no.
sure. I might be
Oh,
wrong. I mean,
no.
allegedly, this is the case.
Okay, we'll
But,
say alleged.
you know,
Everyone's suing each other. We have to be careful.
And then on the and then you know, on the Maximum Damage show a few weeks ago, she was yelling about water sports. But what this means is that Anissa's 8%
There we go,
Arab
chat. So
ancestry.
we've lined
She's
it out.
less Arab than Keemstar is African.
Yikes.
Keemstar is 9% black, and Anissa 8% Arab. So that goes to show you how Arab Anissa actually is. It's a total lie, but she was raised Muslim.
Okay, sorry. I just heard Africa.
But she's Muslim. She's religiously Muslim, even though she's an OnlyFans, performer that sells her body, even though she has tattoos that are haram.
You're right. Yeah, there's like a million, but even crazier.
We have
First of all,
so
This was in the video we're gonna watch. I'm like, Ashton, oh my god, and you're like, oh, I just saw that on you.
They knew we'd find it.
Scrolled down.
We have the video of Anissa renouncing her Muslim identity. So not only is she not ethnically Arab or Muslim, but she has publicly denounced the Islamic faith as lies.
She hid
and
this video, by the way.
atheism. She hid this video, but the society that she did it for, the Council of Atheism, had it up. So this video was meant not only for her to renounce Islam, but to try and get others to renounce Islam as well. Not sure if Hassan is aware of this, but maybe he should be.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe he'll stone her.
When I was in grade 3, my best friend told me that her parents said that we couldn't be friends anymore because she was Jewish and I was Muslim.
Whoa.
Whoa, buddy. Wait a minute. Huh. So nothing has changed since 3rd grade, huh? It's almost like these guys are acting like fucking children.
A lot of people have asked me over the years of me streaming online and being on YouTube why I left Islam. And
Wait, so everyone knew? Like, does Frogan know this?
You know?
Does Denims or whatever the fuck her name is know this? Come on.
I've answered it a couple of times, but I've never actually made a full video on it. And I feel like it's something that should be addressed and talked about because it is something that I feel like could help a lot of people that are maybe...
Help a lot of people? Guys, you guys have to... So, guys...
This is apostasy, which, by the way, in most Muslim countries,
death.
you would be put to death for this video.
Yeah.
Under countries that have Sharia law, and by the way, just the way that she's dressed, she would be honor killed by her family. And I want to bring up another point about Islam, and they talk about like Israel and colonialism and all this. Islam is a colonial force. Islam is an expansionist force that conquers other nations through the sword
all it's
and
done is
forces them to
conquered.
convert. That's how it's historically always spread. So that whole like colonialism argument, to me, it's a bunch of phony baloney, buddy.
questioning things or help people understand where I'm coming from. Now, I've been afraid to make a video like this because I don't want people getting in the comments and thinking that either I'm an Uncle Tom to the Muslim.
Okay. Whoa.
Well, they probably do.
What?
She couldn't think of a racial
They probably
slur, so
do.
she called herself an Uncle
Tom.
For the Muslims?
World, if that makes sense. Or B,
Uncle
that
Shah?
I am trying to state that the culture or the religion
Uncle
itself
Muhammad. That's what it should have been.
is awful and terrible, but I can only give my personal opinions and accounts on things and arrive at my own conclusion and do what's best for me.
God, this
and
is
I
so
would like
boring.
to, in my
You know, she's just such a terrible presenter, bro.
Yeah, I
Yes,
wonder
she
why
is.
she's doing so poorly. By the way, can't wait to watch. H3 was going hard, and it goes hard on their
Yes,
views.
H3 did go very hard.
By the way, you can tell that she like uses filters and so like, cause look at her jaw, man. Like,
Yeah.
look at her face, man. Like, she looks fucked. Her head does look like a pear. It does.
Her head
That's
looks like
why
a
worst
pear.
part is
She got rid of those tits.
Yeah, I know. I did.
thoughts through this video. Telling my dad that I'm not Muslim was probably the hardest thing that I've ever done in my whole entire life.
I thought your dad was Alzheimer's and it was dying.
I guess back at this point, he didn't have the Alzheimer's.
Oh, man.
I wonder
16
if
years
she
old, I
told him she decided to sell her body naked to other men online.
By the way,
thank goodness he forgets that if she did.
by the way, what was it? I was gonna say? Someone said it, and it's very true. Fuck. Yeah, she looks way
Let's
worse
get
now,
some Idubbbz.
right? She looks
Yeah,
way
no,
worse.
Yeah,
now.
she looks way worse now. Yeah.
Him basically telling him that I no longer wanted to be a part of Islam. I didn't want to be Muslim anymore, and I just wanted to be agnostic or spiritual. I don't really know what the word is, and he did not take it fantastic. Now I understand why he wouldn't take it fantastic, because to him, this means that I'm going to hell. This is one of the worst things that could ever happen to him as a parent. And I think in a lot of ways he blamed himself because he married my mother, who was a Catholic who converted to Islam, and his father always warned him
But our
that
point
that would
with
be
this, and we'll watch a little bit more, but holy fuck. But the point is is that they're using her being Muslim as like a reason why they couldn't really go full board support H3 and like,
Yeah.
oh, her, you know,
But-
she's Irish and yeah,
But she's not Muslim in any way.
at all.
Not in any actual way. Not like ethnically, not religiously. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Anissa's sad tit has gifted 10 subs.
Let's fucking go. Big support tonight. Holy shit. Thank you.
That we would come out atheists. My dad didn't believe him, and I guess being faced with the reality of things was really hard on him, and it was a very difficult time for our family. As difficult as it was at the time, we have really worked on things, and we have become closer as a family, and my dad at least can tolerate or understand where I'm coming from, and we have a healthy relationship. But it's
Dude, get to some black guy's video.
I guess so. I mean, we could go. Who wants us to go through this?
Okay, let's watch a bit
We
more.
basically- alright.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Definitely something that was really hard to communicate at the beginning and took a lot of time to heal. So if you are somebody in this situation,
Okay,
or you
yeah,
are,
let's just get that video. I think you'll have a lot more fun with that.
All right.
Video.
All right. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of Kakada too, actually, because we did have the debate last night. There's a couple clips from it.
Okay.
It should be. Yeah, there we go.
Now, if you guys don't know this guy, his name on YouTube is Some Black Guy, aka Derek. I actually associated with back in the day. Met him at VidCon. He was part of the Skeptics. You all remember the Skeptics, Argon, myself, and all this. Anyway, very embarrassing moment in my life that but it made me who I am, right? Anyway, he got all mad when I started doing Warski Live. Oh, Andy's really far right. He's basically a Nazi, like libertarian fucking a way of looking at shit, basically. Right. So, anyway, he throughout the years has been losing views, losing subs. Him and Chris Reagan, who do a podcast together as well.
Still?
It's called. Yes.
Holy.
I know, it's terrible. Well, he's also one of these guys who's made a video, it was a few years ago, going, YouTube stopped notifying people of my video.
Oh, yeah. That's always what it is, right?
It's always that shit, right? And he's basically lost, but he doesn't put any editing or any talent or any skill in his videos. He hasn't evolved with the times. And he's really boring. And look at him now. He's fat. Very fat now.
There we go, chat.
Yes, he's fat.
Now, someone messaged me and went, oh my God. Saint Fugi was like, oh my
There
God.
we go.
You were talking about some black guy the other day making fun of him. Well, he defended Hassan on the H3.
Content. Oh, man.
Yeah. And his entire chat and comments is shitting on him. And he's losing mad subs, the last remaining of the Mohicans that are subbed to him.
Why would you jump in on the side that's gonna lose? I just don't get it. What an idiot.
Yeah. But he's getting brutalized now. We've covered the Idubbbz cop. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch that.
It's really
hit like on
fucking bad.
this video. If you know the whole situation and how everyone's shitting on Idubbbz. Well, this take is somehow, if you comments, man, so true. This may be the worst way of watching the Idubbbz video. You should have just not made a video at all. So without further ado, here we go.
Who thought we were gonna get another content cop at all? And so close to Easter, man. It's a lot of people are celebrating the Easter Sunday pretty soon.
Why
and they're like,
is
this
his
is like
skin like that? He's all ashy or something. He's not like moisturizing himself, right? And then like his facial hair, it's like partly gray and like patchy. Like his eyebrows are gray. Do you see that?
Yeah. But look at his face. It's just like, it's like someone's putting like a fake mask on a face to like hide their identity.
Dude, there's just like massive adipose tissue, just massive fat deposits in his face.
Why are his blind? Yeah, his blind's vertical.
a gift. It's like a precursor to the Easter weekend or whatever.
It's
So
like he
this
was
is kind of
stung
weird.
by a bunch of bumblebees or hornets or something. He had like an allergic reaction and his face all puffed up. Yeah.
A lot of bumblebees. That's pretty funny.
Kind of interesting.
Psycho. Boso, I DM'd you.
Oh,
Oh my
buddy.
God. Saved. Holy shit.
I know that he kind of did a little sneak peek and people were speculating who it was going to be about. I saw a lot of people say that, it was going to be about H3.
He's black.
That's not making the clip channel.
It's going to be about Ethan Klein. And I thought, that sounds insane. Why would he come back and do that? But they were right. And apparently they were right because a lot of people are terminally online and they were paying attention. Because I've been loosely paying attention.
Is this guy gonna pretend he's not terminally online? Like the guy's entire income is online. Just stop, bro. Just stop.
Oh my God.
To Ethan Klein's crash out. It's notorious right now. It's one of the greatest crash outs you've ever seen. Dude is spiraling, seething, whatever.
Wait. So you have to remember this. You're like, wait, H3 is spiraling. Well, first of all, they phoned CPS on his kids, so I think he has the right to spiral a little bit. At least.
I'd
Secondly,
say, right?
Idubbbz. The reason he's defending Idubbbz here is Idubbbz is friends with Chris Ray Gunn, and Anissa wanted to fuck Chris Ray Gunn. If you all remember this, so he's obviously just taking the side of Idubbbz for Chris Ray Gunn's sake, but it's like. Idubbbz hasn't been crashing out, bud. And secondly, because he's defending Idubbbz because of this friendship attachment, he's going to make some of the most retarded statements that have, you can tell this guy's IQ is just like burnt. It's
rock
felted.
bottom.
Rock bottom.
Whatever you want to use.
Yes, Psycho.
He was.
Ted was caught watching.
Ted was caught in 4K.
We'll talk on the post show if you're down.
Ted. That's tough.
Yeah.
He's doing all of it. It's incredible. It's concerning, but it's also incredible to watch. And I didn't know that Idubbbz was catching.
But Idubbbz hasn't been crashing out, by the way.
Strays.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, I had no idea because Ethan going on his podcast every day, essentially during the week, and just flaming a bunch of people, flaming his so-called friends. You know, and we learned that when it comes to friendship, it is purely transactional to Ethan because.
Okay.
Real, like, imagine actually believing Idubbbz. Like, does this guy still think it's 2016? Like, is that what he really thinks? Like, bro, this town gonna revive it. I'm jumping back with Idubbbz. We're going to the top, bro. It's 2025, bro.
I swear, isn't it like this guy got into like a time machine in 2017, but stayed there?
Yeah, it's like he's frozen in time.
You know how, say, when it comes to your friends, you can come to them about everything and anything, but like there's already been a couple of examples of that. Ethan doesn't want to talk to you, have a conversation.
Ethan texted him, could you tell people I don't abuse my kids? Already wrong instantly
with you unless you do something for him first.
And the comments, by the way, are vicious. And I was in my alt fucking felting him.
And so like it's coming with that, like say with the Hassan and the beef that he's having with Hassan, like Ethan Klein made a video called Content Nuke on Hassan, and Hassan hasn't watched it because he's like, I already know.
Bro,
people have told me what it's about.
It's just so boring. Like, how does he think this is gonna go viral or grow? There's no editing. There's like the presentation. It's just him in like a messy room. Like he couldn't even be bothered to clean up his board games on the table behind him. There's just like a random assorted cardboard box filled with trash. Like this is terrible. And his delivery, there's like no energy. There's no enthusiasm. It's just so boring. It's no wonder he has no viewership.
But have you tried watching some black guy video lately?
No, obviously no one else has.
I'm not going to be the only one.
Have you tried using a typewriter lately? How about a VHS player? CDs?
Oh man,
it's just a propaganda piece. It's just pro-Zionist piece. It's just like it's basically something that it's like at the level of understanding of a 10-year-old. It's like 10-year-old propaganda, something that they'd roll during elementary school while you're doing the Pledge of Allegiance. It's like that cookie cutter. And so it's not nuanced. A lot of stuff taken out of context. It's like, I don't need it.
Okay. Huh?
Oh my god, this is fucking torturous, bro. Listening to this fucking guy, man. Do we have it already on like 1.5 times?
No, here, I'll throw it on.
Watch, I don't give a shit. He's like, what I would like to do is talk to you live. We can live stream it, Ethan. We can actually, maybe we can watch it together. But Ethan's like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not talking to you at all at this point. He's not going to talk to Hassan at this point at all. Ethan is completely convinced that Hassan is a villain and he's out to destroy Ethan. Ethan said that on his podcast.
The gaslighting is fucking insane. Hassan is supporting and platforming the people who are calling for his kids to be taken away. Stop, bro. I don't know why he sees him as a villain. It's obviously Ethan that's the wrong about everything.
It's like, Hassan's been trying to destroy me for over a year now. And it's like, everybody else that's even remotely paying attention to this understands it's actually the other way around.
Hassan didn't want to watch the video. That's a lie. Isn't he lying, right? Hassan's like, I'm not going to watch it.
No, Hassan refused to watch the content nuke that was on him. Whereas H3 within 2 days had already responded to the entire content cop.
Yep. And also some like guys lying again.
I guarantee you Hassan's
He's
watched
saying
that fucker.
Hassan
He just never told
wanted to
anyone.
Watch the content nuke.
He watched it on his own so
That's
he could
not-
rage.
that's not
I
lie.
guarantee you.
Bullshit.
I mean, he would have taken him up on that in a second.
The second he'd be like, okay, let's do
Come
that.
on.
Yeah, like some black guy is probably so fucking stupid.
So it's like, oh, Ethan has completely lost it. So this content cop comes up and we're like, oh shit. But the thing, it was like, I agreed with pretty much everything in it. Mostly, there's maybe like one thing that I'll get to later that I didn't agree with. But other than that, it was just a little disappointing because it was an hour long and it was just about Idubbbz' personal vendetta or personal beef. It's between, when Idubbbz is catching strays on Ethan's live, his shows on his podcast. And so we kind of went through that mostly. There's a little bit of stuff that was covered, but not really because it didn't get to the, like, if you were a normie and you were vaguely aware that you heard that something was happening and you don't really have a true understanding of the beef and all that stuff, this is not going to do it. This might even confuse you more about everything. The only thing that it may not confuse you about is that clearly Ethan and Idubbbz are not cool anymore. So that's kind of like the main crux of the issue.
Why does this video exist?
Can we go to the actual video and just
read the comments? Yeah.
Let's just go there.
By the
this
way,
is dreadful, man.
No, sorry, I had that ready from the last segment. That was not
Totally not anything by
not what
Andy
it
Racehorsky.
was, guys.
And based IRL for a sub. Let's go.
Yeah, you get to make a fucking follow up. By the way,
and it doesn't.
Disaster.
Oh man. Okay. I'm sorry. That video's
And it
horrible.
doesn't.
Look
I
at
just
the.
can't do it,
I made it.
man.
I made it.
So
4 minutes
300.
in.
So wait, 380,000 subscribers, and how many views does this
Sorry,
have? We just scroll down.
8.1K, and that's his most viral video to the.
Oh
Yo, look at this
no!
channel. Look at these views. 3.4, 2.8, 1.6, 1.8. Oh, he had 9.
And by the way, it's not like he's uploading every day. It's every few months. Does he go live? Like, what's the live look like? Oh. So he's done. The guy's done.
Well,
he's just finished.
That
And it
then
doesn't. It's
there's-
not like say.
Hang on. Then he's got. Does he do the podcast with fucking Chris Regan anymore?
Bro, surely not. Chris Reagan surely has something better to do with his life than that, you know?
I don't even know.
Like, we're just gonna give fucking Chris Reagan the benefit of the doubt that he's not wasting his time on that.
Well, look at this. Hang on.
There's more comments than likes on the video. I've never seen someone get ratioed on YouTube. I haven't heard from you in years. I wish it stayed that way. This take
Ooh.
is beyond trash. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like H3 at all. Put the fries in the bag and quit already. Is it really worth the nickels you make on this platform? Hit like on that comment. That guy nailed it.
I can't.
Wait, isn't that you?
That's me. That guy nailed it. Thank you. Thank you.
Legitimately shocked by how bad this take is. Derek, my dude, I love you and all, but you completely lost the plot here. I don't like Ethan either, but it doesn't mean his criticism about Hassan and Twitch doesn't have too much views. Without watching this video, please tell me Derek is siding with Hamas Piker, right? Sounds like a Derek thing to do.
Oh, and someone asked about the name Annie Plays in Dark. It's supposed to be a horror game playthrough channel. It was like a throwaway I made like 5 years ago. Bro, you are siding with people who called Child Protective Services to try to get Ethan's kids taken away from him. What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit, dude. Without writing a novel, I can't help but disagree. Damn, bro, it's amazing how someone's take on a thing can be so shallow and yet still be so bad.
The next one's so good. You transition from having incredibly shallow flavor of the week conservative opinions to having incredibly shallow flavor of the week lefty opinions. That's not actual progress.
Yikes. I can't understand how
bad.
you think took any of them out of
That's rough.
context. Just like, felt weird ass hill to die on. I like how you do exactly what you said dumb, uneducated people do in the beginning. Ethan, it's like there's not one crazy paragraph destroying him. Damn, I'm sorry, but you lost me. Lost the plot, brother. Like, it's just, come on.
It's cooked.
This is his return.
I think that's it.
Let me just see real quick. What was the
Before somebody says it, I know that my in-ear monitors are on backwards. I like how it feels this way.
Okay.
Hope you're doing well. I wanted to make a slight follow-up to the Idubbbz content cop thing, because there's a lot of people that I feel like I just want to talk about propaganda, and there's a lot of people that don't understand.
All right, chat.
We've given this guy his 15 minutes.
He's finished. He's cooked.
That's way too boring.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
All right, chat. I am all done. So we're gonna wrap this up. We've got the weapon, we got the bays and landing gear all cleaned up. They're all cleaned. So we'll get that all set. We're all ready to go, start putting it together. So with that said, we are gonna wrap it up here, guys. We'll do the Richard Allen interview tonight. Keep it going. Keep it going. Should be fun. Looking forward to doing that. So I will see you guys tomorrow night, or tonight actually. So good night, everybody, and thank you all for being here, and we'll see you guys around. Good night. Wrong thing.
Weapons, blacksmithing, and models of planes, esoteric works, and even some trains. Much merriment had while drinking White Claws, tips on hunting, and even talking the law. Whatever you do, just don't talk to cops, even when they nab you on illegal stops. Just 'cause you did it doesn't mean you're guilty, but please talk to a local attorney. Was that the fat guy?